So hello everyone and welcome back to Morrowind, where we already experienced the blue screen of death to start with, but otherwise we shall be then continued here on the Port Telvannis, and I don't recall at all what all quests we had, other than there was at least that one individual who, well, also mouth quests, but also that one individual that had just heard a lot of noise that I have no idea where that could, this cacophony, what does this mean? I do not know. Otherwise, what were the mouth quests? At her tower. Seeds of the desert, a siren flower. Did I get those flower seeds? Teloran is the tower of the Mr. Faruna. It is a lone tower on the tip of the Amuraban Peninsula. Take the road until you reach the area where a small dirt track leads north to Varian ancestral tomb. Ignore this, but when the road soon curves north, leave it and continue west cross country. Find your way to around the mountain range there and head southwest. You should hopefully find Teloran after a bit of a trek. I'll mark it on your map to help orientation. Hello, Botaner Crest. Yeah, it's quite a ways in. Yes, quite a few journal entries thus far, for sure. Plus, of course, I'm at the moment in the all the way in here, so this is basically modded new region. What was the name? Tamriel Rebuild, yeah, Tamriel Rebuild mod adds so much more area here that one could go and explore. So, yeah, if I'm really going to explore all of this is going to still take ages and ages and haven't been in this island at all. We have gotten this ring, but otherwise we haven't been named everywhere a Neravar or the spokesperson for the Telvanni or any of these other factions. Yeah, you have the rest of the mainland added in, yes. Yes, service. Of course, it kind of ends here strangely, but anyways, otherwise in here. And we are indeed at the moment in Port Telvannis, where I got additional mouth quests for the Telvanni, and we could be starting to work on them. We do have our Telvanni house here, Ulfit's grave, or whatever you wish to be calling it. Okay, so that's one of the quests. Coded dispatch to Mistress Eldale. 5 soul gems from Serona's shop. Wonder where that shop is. 5 soul gems. Do I need to have those? These gems have already been paid for. I wonder where this shop is then. From Cyril Arnhem's shop. Where would be Cyril Arnhem's shop? Is the question. So many places, too many places. Hey, there's the enchanter's shop. Right back in this way, right? Yes. Is it that place? Is it that one? Maybe? Maybe somewhere around here? Not this one. So maybe it was this one. Here, on top, question mark. Maybe, we'll see. No. So it's probably on top there, to be honest. Then, more so. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Yeah, 4 pounds away from being over encumbered. Yeah, I struggle with that. Apologies for that. When I was playing Morrowind for the first time not so long ago, 2 to 3 years ago. You played it so recently. I never liked the journal. If I needed to do something, I would just write stuff on a piece of paper. Yeah, I can understand that. It's definitely not very well organized journal. How did you manage to keep your sanity intact? It's the mushroom house. Well, there's a lot of mushroom houses here. If you want to be saying that the enchanter's place in the mushroom house is kind of a little bit confusing. Or was it the place where we heard the cacophony from. That might be it. And if it's the cacophony thing, then that's a little bit of a problem because I don't know how to solve that issue yet for sure. I'm not sure if it is that, but it might be. This is just a trader, right? Yeah. So that's an issue. I think it is actually that place probably. At least I have a bad feeling it's that one. So we would need to somehow solve the full cacophony business or issue, which I'm not quite sure how to solve. This is the armorer. So it was enchanter. So close, so far. So close, but yet so far. Way from the right spot for that place. Was it that one? All the way on top there? Mayhap. He was some sort of an enchanter, wasn't he? So that's that. I think it's this, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. Of course it's this guy.
Please join me.
You know you have a list of all the quests in the journal, right? I didn't know or I haven't really completely understood how to use that sort of a list either, to be honest. I wasn't really writing everything per se, since some of the quests are pretty easy to do and do not require much information, yes. Options button in the journal, alrighty. I know that, but I was already writing my skill points gained, so. Plus a listing of all the keywords and who said them. It wasn't that bad. Mayhap. I usually just easily in the journal just go into all the way in the beginning because there is the thing, of course, that nonetheless sometimes you know, okay, I got this quest really early on, so it should be around here, and it's kind of easier sometimes like that rather than then trying to go and look from here exactly. Specifically, if you don't recall what was the name, you just know that it was about this thing, but then you don't exactly remember it. So, I don't know, I haven't tried to use that because yeah, you and your stupid cacophony that I have no idea how to solve. But yeah, so anyways, I would need those potions from you, if I am correct, our name's shop. So, you've been an annoyance. Just a little bit. Well, what else did I need to do? Check up on the Telvanni retainer. She had ordered to conduct a census of Master Mitra's holding in Nuon Rune. The retainer had fallen behind schedule, and Ephraim does not appreciate slackness. Where was this exactly? My master rules. I don't know. I don't know enough of this area or this place. Has instructed me to meet the messenger from Fadenfeld just south of the main gate of Bahrammu. I've been told that I should speak the phrase there os Gor Demidar Yaklak Achka, and the messenger will respond with as Alif 9 is Maldak as Achkak. Messenger. South of the main gate of Bahrammu. Okay, wherever that was. I got one vote. Sephrostes and force him to leave the city. Confront the temple priest Sephrostes. Where is Sephrostes? Why would I need you if I had any idea where the stupid priest is? Well, it doesn't help me in any way. So many quests, no idea how to solve them at all. To be honest, take me down, mushrooms. A little bit hurt, but it's okay. Just can't go all the way down the normal way. Plus a listing of all the keywords and who set them, yeah. I was thinking that did you guys add into that discussion? Anyways, who are you? Pleasure. No, you are not helping me in any way, so I'm not sure if it's that much of a pleasure. I require help in finding the people and ways to solve these things that I need to do, and you're not helping me in any way, so not necessarily that big of a pleasure, in all honesty. Can you help me find anyone that I need, or are you the priest? I don't know. Okay. Plena se alt serpu. En entonces se lenet hiase serpu. Lena set karat meru. Shil haven se yulante. I only speak the old language. It is beneath me to speak a different language. I would normally not speak to you, but I need your help. How do I manage to speak the actual old language? Yokor Nikos, Yulifkes on. How can I help you? Andase leraskan indoril, Yorose mero, enelocht neruesa sumus has, Airusse shorat meru, almalesa nesen hasal nuracht, sil karas hasalse, enate asel. I'm a merchant of House Indoril. I came here to arrange the purses of several Sil striders and wants to return to Almalexia via scroll of recall. However, my scroll appears to have been lost. Will you find one for me? Sure. Scroll of recall. Sar. Yes. Garas haselse here avenue. Geragos said Trana. Almasti. Yoro he Shandedan. My scroll was lost at the avenue where I slept last night. Thank you. Returner, and you have one. Goodbye. Interesting. Interesting, however. In the avenue. What is the avenue? Now that's a new question. I don't know, is it here? Is there a bar named Avenue? Tavern? Place to sleep? I don't know. This place is so big. Are you the priest? I'm just going to everyone. Are you the priest? Are you this person? Any plans for the expansions? You mean playing through the expansions? I do have plans at some point when we have gotten far enough. You know, Mournhold, City of Light, City of Magic, and City of Sewers, as I understand. I had that stuck in my head for so long. Well, yes, I was visiting there even some time ago after all Mournhold, but I'm too low level for that yet, so we'll do a lot of other stuff at least before and level up and everything, and maybe someday I'll actually go back into there, and especially that island, which is the Soulstain, was it? Nonetheless, the island all the way to the top left. Never really visited there, so yeah, I would like to go there. Definitely. Have you heard anything? Nope. You have heard nothing at all. What was the guy's... Do you know about the Scroll of Recall? Cyril Arnhem ain't going to help unless we can solve the problem with this cacophony that he's hearing. Turosi Salvel. Maybe might help me in that. What was, on the other hand, the name of that priest? The one that I was supposed to go and get rid of. Temple priest Sephrot Teles. I ask you from Sephrot Teles? Sephrot Teles. I think I heard a guard complain about him being up on the Skyway somewhere, preaching about the temple. Skyway? Where's the Skyway? It's of course probably pretty high, but what exactly is a Skyway here? I don't know. So many questions, so few answers thus far that I've gotten about all of this, but I'm sure it will be better at some point. Veteran Morrowind, so... Well, I guess I might as well try to visit here. Solstheim, yes. It's pretty hard, especially near the end, so buffing up is a great idea. Yeah, definitely will need to be getting into higher level. I visited there once, a long time ago, when I was low level. Or started again playing Morrowind from the start and then tried to go there with the low level and I died to a wolf. So that's my experience of that place. I visited there once. I don't recall anything from it, really. I guess you can't really help me with much. Yeah, I don't sometimes know what I'm talking about either. I think it's on the roof platforms by the docks entrance. Okay, someone said completely different stuff, you say another thing. He's on the route platforms by the docks entrance on the west side of town. That is, if he's still preaching where I last saw him. Oh god, he's just moving all the time. Oh god, trying to find this freaking damnable guy. It's going to be a pain of my existence, quite clearly. Who knows where he is? He could be anywhere. Might be in the skyways, or he might be. I'm going back into that direction. I didn't plan to go into there. Let's just see. Maybe I should go and visit back in the port, just so that we can at least check if he's there or not. Oh dear. Gulaltimi's house. No one here. Books though. Books there is. Firmer burial customs. Essence of being a thief. Poison zone number 3. That's my problem. I always pick up more and more books. But then I'm feeling that I don't want to be reading this here. I want to have a poison zone for my own. If I pick up this thing, how much can I move? I can barely move. On Oblivion, Instant of Necrom. I'm pretty sure I have that. This we have also not read. Essence of being a thief. It's not that long of a book, so I guess I can read it. Do you have a house to store stuff? Yes, I do. However, I again would need to go and travel back into there to be able to do that, and we're all the way onto the other side of the world, so I am kind of not wanting to go and actually do it, because then it means I need to get all the way back here again. So I'm kind of delaying the fact of going there and trying to solve issues here first, and then we can recall and get back into our own place, and then I can just leave and drop a lot of stuff there, and then I'll be happy. Yeah. I have the house in the Telvanni house. Yeah, could be literally anywhere. Nonetheless, that guy, they really like drawing you from point to point, P to C and E to C, yeah, pretty much. Like the net right provider hides under the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, that's your storage. I hope that is the case with the Telvanni house too. I haven't actually ever seen the house of the Palamora, or the one in the Palamora, because I've always pretty much gone to Telvanni, but I don't know, I just always loved the levitation and the Telvanni houses because they were so different. Am I the only one who had some problems differentiating names in Morrowind? It always seemed like everyone from one race has a similar name. It's sort of the case. Not completely, but... mayhap. I can't say too well, but on the other hand, I don't really remember a lot of the names in here, to be honest. It's not like these individuals all remain in my mind that, okay, your name is exactly this, other than Ajira. But other than Ajira, I don't remember a lot of names, and at the moment I don't even remember the elf in the first village who loses his ring and everything. I don't know, I'm bad with names. It was especially bad with orcs with me, that I get, definitely. There are tendencies with races I find, Bretons I find all have French-sounding names. Okay, The Essence of Being a Thief by Talaros de Veneri. The sun was setting on the horizon, allowing the sea to take some of its brightness as the waves reflected the last golden sun rays of that day. It has been a very profitable day for Latin Nerotron, an expert thief who managed to liberate some high-quality artifacts from the vaults of the tower in Port Telvannis. A master of lockpicking and acrobatics, he could evade any pursuer and hide behind many different aliases for as long as it took for his opponents to lose track of him. Leighton had just reached the port of Gal Satrit when Secunda appeared on the night sky. He immediately set course for the nearest tavern to spend some of his well-earned loot on fine beverages. He was looking forward to listening to loud music that was best performed by the kind of bard who enjoys playing in the infamous places. As he approached the tavern, Letan Nerotran heard the noisy bard playing and the patrons shouting, laughing and arguing. The moment he opened the door, it felt just like home, so pleasing, so familiar. He thrived in this kind of atmosphere. After he was certain no one was following or watching him, Letan shut the door and stepped towards the empty table, the only empty table. He shouted an order for a bottle of wine, vintage brandy, and made sure to throw his cape over the sack of loot under his soles. As the bartender was bringing him the brandy, a pretty Dunmer lass stopped him and brought it to Leighton herself. "Would you mind sharing your drink with a beautiful young lady?" she asked as she placed the bottle on the table. He stared at her face, her big shining eyes, her blush lips and long hair. Then he lowered his eyes to look at her luscious, perfectly shaped body. The girl seemed to guess his thoughts. "So am I good enough for you, or would you prefer an even prettier girl? I warn you though, you will find I have no equal, not in the full of Tamriel." These words were the key. Leighton was instantly convinced that he had found more than brandy and a bed in the tavern. "Oh no," he replied, "I will look no further. Please, join me." The girl sat down, asked the bartender for another goblet and filled it. She made a toast to the unforgettable night to come. Leighton was now in a hurry to get upstairs, but the girl started to ask questions. In an attempt to impress, he confessed to being a very good and talented thief. His price asked him to continue telling stories while staring into him with a deep, lustful gaze. I have a feeling that she's looking for something else, especially asking all of these questions than maybe he would prefer. Just a guess on that. Argonian names are the best. Argonian names are the best though, yeah. Only he stands there or two feats like Jiri or something, yeah. You could play an Argonian who came from a butcher's family and name him Peachy's Meat. He tenderizes the meat? What were you thinking of? Yeah. That is a very, very accurate name. It would be a perfect name. Totally. Anyways, after blathering on about his life for a while, she interrupted him and asked, "How does it feel to make a living from theft?" He answered, "It can be dangerous, but offers much excitement and great reward to those who are careful and smart." "And what reward has it offered to you?" "Quite a decent one. I'll be glad to share some with a lovely lady such as yourself, given that you will do me a favor first." "Oh, wait, just one last thing," she said. "What is the essence of being a thief?" "The essence? I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea. I don't think there is an essence to it. You just steal. I have answered your questions. Will you do me that little favor now?" The pretty young lass agreed, and a moment later they were in the room. As soon as he locked the door, he turned to the girl who already lay on the bed. Leighton bent over her, unhinging his belt, and tried to fondle her breast, only to feel the cold steel of a dagger between his own. "I've been watching you since the moment you entered the tavern." "Huh, you were an easy mark from the beginning. It's a pity you're a thief. You're disgracing my profession." With a quick thrust, she punctured his left lung, following shortly by his right. Staring at the dying Leighton, she said, in these last brief moments of your sad life, I will answer the question you couldn't. You see, the essence of being a thief is to be secretive. Sera Nerotran. Didn't you notice that while you told me everything about you, I didn't even share my name? So there, you have the essence for being a thief. Oh, hello, Stevie. Welcome to stream as well. Is this for? Not quite. I did tell you that this would most likely not go the way that he would have enjoyed it to go. I did say that, and so it is. Fumer Burial Customs. I'm pretty sure we didn't read about this from anywhere before. But hopefully you have had a good week too, says Stevie. As many would know, the Fumer were an atheistic and highly advanced race. Hence their burial customs were quite different from chimeric customs. The Fumer didn't bury common folk in tombs. Instead, they were cremated them in lava, which gave them energy in a practice that can be described as sacred. If I can use this word to describe the feeling of non-religious people. Only aristocratic, important, or well-known Fumer were buried in tombs, and every Fumery tomb was a masterpiece of stonework and masonry. Most Fumery tombs were quite inaccessible, with the entrances sealed so that only Fumery officials and the deceased relatives could gain access to them. It would be fun to live in a time where there would actually be Fumers. If there would be an Elder Scroll games where you would actually be able to go into those places when they would be like all well and all, so to speak, not all destroyed. Most tombs were built to the same layout. When one first entered the tomb, he found himself facing a long passage leading downward. The actual entrance to the tomb was at the end of the long tunnel, closed off by another, more powerful door. The main tomb itself was a long white great hall. The ceilings were supported by enormous columns and sometimes even giant animunculi. All walls were covered by frescoes showing the great deeds of the deceased Fumery. In the Great Hall, multiple statues of the buried Fumer adorned the side of walls of the tomb. Finally, at the far end of the burial hall was a raised dais, upon which the sarcophagi laid. If the Fumer was of a very high significance, then its sarcophagi was guarded by a golem. The sarcophagi had different forms dependent upon the trade of the deceased person. If the Fumer was a warrior, it was in the form of a warrior holding a sword. If they were a tonal architect, it was in the form of a godlike character that represented the science inherent between the mind and the body. Only these architects could fathom the arcane secrets of the long-fabled heart of Lorcan. However, if he or she was a monarch, they did not have a sarcophagi at all. They'll say that the monarch's souls were infused into the golem, symbolizing eternal life. Nice. Would be so happy to have such a thing happen. Body storage and preservation of the deceased. Before being placed into the sarcophagi, the body was raised over a heated stream or lava pit so that all moisture would evaporate from the body. The body was then frozen and carefully placed into the sarcophagus. It is unknown if the body still remained after the War of the First Council, as it has proven impossible to open the sarcophagi. Author's note, I present this text to the kind reader's judgment. In it, I tried to compile all my knowledge and thoughts on the topic. I've based mostly on what I've read and heard, not on what I've seen with my own eyes. That's fine. Okay, so was there someone else here that I could actually ask some questions? Hello? I am indeed an outlander, so do you have any advice? Do you have any secrets? They say the Archmagister hasn't come out of his tower in a long time. Apparently he's caught up in some research and doesn't pay much attention to the affairs of the council anymore. Interesting. What about your latest rumors? Tres Noble was down at the slave market bringing in some more stock. Very good. Do you know where Sefroteles would be? I've seen him around town for the last couple of days. However, ask enough people and I'm sure you'll find him. Yeah, someday. Someday I may be able to find him. Some beautiful day. It will just take a small eternity, but I'm sure someday we shall have been able to find this particular person. Okay. If I then go this way. Okay. Have you heard any cacophony? Nope. Do you know Sefroteles? Yeah, again you say the same thing as that one other person said previously. Who knows who is correct?
I am never too busy. Please join me.
Do you know? No, guards know nothing. That's good to know, that guards know absolutely nothing, or maybe they're just simply completely unwilling to tell. So, would you have an idea where I could be getting, or do you have, by chance, the Scroll of Recall? Leak step around here for sale. Let's see, what is the leak step then? Leak step. Recall on self, sure. Let's buy that. Then that's just on Oblivion. Song of Pelinal. Interesting. There you go. Have you heard any? Ooh. Well, the other enchanter has some idea at least about this. About the cacophony. Well, between you and me, friend, I do believe this must be the finest prank I have ever pulled off. I told you that that one guy mentioned about two people who were pranking each other, so it is these two enchanters. So okay, you're at fault here, aren't you? I managed to convince that buffoon Cyril that I wanted to stop our feuding. I convinced him to take a ring I had enchanted as a sign of this truce. Of course, the ring was enchanted to produce a powerful sound effect on the user after a day had passed. Cyril will take quite a while to work that out. One out. Ha ha. Ha ha. Thanks for telling me so that I can actually try to do something about this. Ah, goodness. Thank goodness. Do you know where Sefroteles is? You have been helping me quite a bit though. No Tinemur special. That's fine then. Thank you for the info. Haha, indeed. Yes, very. Okay. Please join me. Please join me. I would really prefer not. Yeah, it's this way. Somewhere around here was this person, and now I have a scroll of recall. I can just give it to him. That should help. Here you go. Celesti Hasal Nufrat. Have you the scroll of recall? Sar, yes. Almasti, Karames, Perea Ase Nirunte. Thank you. Here is a reward for your troubles. 15 gold. Cleanse Ring of Fire. Okay. Well, goodbye then. And see ya. Maybe someday. He is gone. I didn't actually visit this place, did I? Nope. I haven't noticed to visit this place, even though this is a very big place. Maybe this is the tower of that one specific Archmagister. This is Port Telvanni Tenim Lower Tower. I do need to go and visit there, but maybe I'll try to do these other things first that I have some inkling how to do now. Please join them. Join them what? Something is fishy here. It kind of is. Whatever you want, you know, whatever you want. In wishing then, considering it was wishy. Maybe that would be the correct solution then. Then we need to again climb all the way back up, though of course I could basically use levitation. Maybe I should equip the sword that has the levitation in it. Though I don't have a lot of charge in it, but... Well, to be honest, I don't wanna. Let's just equip this back for now. Maybe I'll use them later, but not straight away. Just need to be going and climbing this back up in here and everything.
What are them?
I'm passing by. I'm not trying to disturb you in any way or another. I'm just wanting to get to where I'm going. Okay. So it was this place, if I recall correctly. And somehow I'm clicking the wrong thing. You need to take off your ring. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't concentrate enough to enchant anything with that cacophony. Gesture for him to remove his ring. What do you mean? Wow, very well. He takes off the ring. Anyway... Wow. What? Where did the noise go? It was produced by the ring, you say? Ah, that cunning witcher. I couldn't understand why he'd suddenly declare a truce, but it all makes sense now. Well, I need to come up with something exceptionally fiendish for our revenge. Any ideas? Regardless, I suppose you deserve a reward. Here, take this scrolls and that damned ring. Ah, yay, I got a ring. Woohoo. Siren's ring, scroll of the nearest hospital, 2 scrolls of the first barrier, scroll of diner air bubbles and all. You don't even want to know. An Arcodian named runs with scissors. That would be a good name. If he's making a Postal game, I'm cool with him or her. Speaking of Postal, you ever played Postal 2, Kid? No, I haven't played Postal 2. I know the name, but I don't actually remember that very well right now, at least. So maybe games I could play at some point. Dispense to Mistress Eldale, thank you. Ah, you've come to collect the soul gems. Where was Shulisi ordered for Mistress Eldale, have you? Here they are. Yay, great of soul gems. Okay. Well. Have any idea where Sephrotellus is? No. No doubt he's inside in trouble with the commoners wherever he may be. Ask around, I'm sure you'll find him. Well, I am asking around. All the time, I'm carrying too much, so I would actually like you to take some of my stuff, if you please. Not that these rings fade a lot, which is the only problem. Match Donut Ahen Musa. I don't really care about this much. And it actually faked something. Like, why do... I guess this is a special ring, yes, but it's not a very good ring, having that sort of a sound effect all the time for yourself. But, I don't know, maybe it's something special that I can offer somewhere. I don't know. Is that? Anyways, so very interesting, yes. Is there something like a heavy ingredients I could sell? I don't know, can I sell these things? Nope, I cannot. So that's out of the question. I can sell you, of course, scrolls. And I could sell you other type of soul gems, I'm pretty sure. Probably sell you some of these. No, I cannot. Scrolls at least for sure, and enchanted items. Don't know if you would want to play it, Kid. It's rather offensive in every imaginable way. Not sure how would you react to it. I don't know. I remember watching my brother play it when I was younger. I think it was Pad back then, not sure though. For example, you can basically shove a gun up cat spot to make a silencer out of a said cat. That is kind of sad. I'm not surprised it was bad. It is kind of strange for sure. That does sound very strange. I'm not sure if I would be very happy to do that. That I do have to say. Um, for sure. Okay, what do I want to keep and what do I not want to keep? Oh, thank you, Jim, for the subscription again. Already 9 months in a row. What? Hello. Hopefully your week has been going well. No, that is a long water breathing, but I don't really need it. Don't really care for that either. Hey, he actually has a lot of money though. Scroll of Dratri's Soul Rot. Don't really need the lock. I'll keep that. 45. Maybe I should keep it. Bond. It's sometimes so difficult to decide which things to keep and which not. Don't need those. Oh no. 35 to 60 points on 5 feet on dodge. Get rid of those. Those. That's okay. Jump and snowfall. Yes, that's something. At least that's quite a few scrolls getting out of the way, but not enough to actually be able to move. How is everyone doing? Jim with the stylish entrance, truly. Stylish might be a stretch. Who is tapping in Morrowind today? Well, at least we solved the cacophony issue already. At least got my attention. 9 months though. When did I first subscribe? Bad of Destinies? I do not know when you actually went and decided to subscribe. I don't remember that anymore. I would think that you would remember it better. I think we'd finished Bioshocks. Okay. Probably. Possibly. Anyways. Mayhap. Bioshock 1 and 2 didn't last that long overall. Playing those two, for example. I cannot say for sure. Or maybe you mean also Bioshock Infinite? Maybe. Possible. I cannot say. I couldn't say. I need to go and travel back home too, but there's so much stuff that I feel that I gotta try to do here still, so I don't really feel like leaving yet. That's the divine intervention. I need to drop some stuff. What could I drop for enough fate to get rid of? That's the chameleon, fortify. You don't want an expensive adventure ring. Why not? I can sell that. Do I want this? Maybe. I'm so bad at deciding some of these things. Some of these ingredients also just simply fade too much, which is kind of annoying. Would want to really get rid of some of that stuff, just get it out of my inventory, but of course maybe I need to again try to go and have a look if I can maybe go on ahead and try to use some more alchemy for better or worse. Merchant is raised almost as much as the mud crab. Yeah, almost. So many games. He is indeed rich. He is. He just doesn't want to buy everything that I have, which is very sad and annoying at the same time. Why don't you buy everything? Why do you only agree to buy these few little things? Why? I wonder if I had any resist magic or anywhere here yet anymore. This is the restore health. And thus often something may actually be better to you keep as an ingredient considering it fades less. That kind of fades a little bit more. This is definitely heavy. So swift swim, water breathing would be from that. Let's see, do we have any other stuff that could be making those type of potions of swift swim and water breathing? That's burden. That's water breathing. Sure. What about swift swim? Do I have something with swift swim other than this thing? That's also water breathing. Maybe I should have taken a Luminous Russula rather than... But it does poison, okay. Maybe that's not the best idea then. Poison isn't necessarily the thing you wanna be having in a potion like that, though I might be anyways dropping this potion in all honesty, because I don't really require all that swift swim and all. But just trying to make potions. And I have too much of that raw class. Anything for swift swim? Maybe I don't have anything for swift swim otherwise. Huh? I guess we can make this potion then. Well, if it would have actually worked. But hey, at least it's some weight of our inventory, so that's not too bad. What's heavy to carry around? Topaz. It's pretty heavy actually. Restore health. And resist magica. Resist magica. And then if I can get still one of these restore healths. And it failed. Lovely. Immediate failure. Entire library in your inventory. A well-stocked apothecary shop too. Yeah, Kira was roleplaying a traveling book antiquarian at one point. Until she started her potion making business. Yes, well, it's just that it's one of our here after all. We have to learn alchemy. Otherwise, what are we gonna do? Restore magica. Can I find more restore magicas? There's some restore magicas. Everything has to fail all the time. So sad. Why does everything have to fail? Hey, we carry at least very little now because I failed so much. But yeah, basically I would be planning to leave most of these books into our apartment. The thing is, we are not there now, so I can't leave them there. I have way more books in our apartment, but then when I'm seeing a book that I know I haven't read yet or haven't seen, I feel I have to pick it up then, because you never know when you're gonna find that book again later. Hey, is that actually a bookstore now that we're talking about it? That's kind of bad. Why is it in such a location? There's actually quite a few shops that you cannot get without levitation, quite clearly. So that's good. That's good to know. Can I use this ability yet? Talking about books. How fitting. Oh dear. Bookseller. See? Just fittingly. Hello, Satenten. Oh, welcome stream for you too. Hey, bookseller. Nasta Quasta, yes. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Feliciel Cavos. How can I help you? Well, what can you not help me with? Challenges. Here we are reasonably safe from the Blight, and the telvanni are too powerful for house wars to erupt in their own homeland. However, the Molakert does not lack challenge. The wilderness are untamed and home to ferocious monsters. Even the undead and vampires and the civilized areas themselves are subject to the subtle but merciless struggle for dominance between the Empire and the House Telvanni. The Empire would have been driven out of a long time ago if it had proven enough of an annoyance to deserve a united reaction from the Telvanni Council. They'd better keep a low profile, honestly. The only difficulty would be reaching a consensus on how and when to expel them from our land. As for the wilderness monsters, they're a valuable source of alchemical ingredients, with the added bonus that they sometimes eat an escaped slave or a clueless noir. It's a good thing. They sometimes eat the escaping slaves, hey? Yes. Is there something otherwise specific I would want to be? What are the opportunities here? The greatest opportunities of Wadenfell lie in its untapped wealth, its rich mines and ancient treasures, its unexplored and unclaimed lands, and even its threats represent limitless opportunity to any bold adventurer determined enough to fight and scheme his way to distinction, earning the attention of the great lords and wizards of Morrowind. If you say so. Potter. Did I have some books I would want to sell? Probably something. I hope. I haven't read any of these freaking studies yet. Banker spread. Some of these are just problem that I don't remember the exact name. I think I've read the Children's of the Sky. I'm pretty sure of that. Cowardice of the Empire. Slave trade. Grasping Fortune. Have I read it? It's a more normal book, I think. Guide to Telvanni Construction. Maps. Mara's Tier. Don't recall that. That's the only problem, that some you don't just simply recall that easily which ones you have read and which ones you haven't. Those are almost the same name too. Art of War Magic. Brothers, the Fairy. The Old Ways. You have only one of the 7 fights. Fine. Vampires. I'm pretty sure I had this Vampires of the Wadenfell Volume 2, but then I'm just starting to doubt myself on that. Took me a while to get here. I seriously dislike the Treasure Hunt Daily. Yeah, the Treasure Hunt Daily in the Guild Wars 2 that I've been doing too is kind of annoying when it's every 2 hours and then you have to be calculating for that if you want to be doing it per day. So do you have something I would like? A most unfortunate party. I do not recall such a name. Do you guys remember a most unfortunate party? I certainly do not. Of course, some of this we could just read here if we actually find something that would be interesting. Arkham Limb. I don't recall. Broken Diamonds. Hey, you got the Chronicles of Shnuleft too. So many who have the Chronicles of the Shnuleft. King Hel's the Biography. We did read that. Fellowship of the Temple. Defense of Morrowind Volume 1. Did I already have one of those? I had something similar to that, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not quite sure if it was that one. Calaran the Mystic. Lives of the Saints. Minerals. Fire and Fate we have read. Orderland's Bestiary Volume 9. There's too many of those type of books too then. Redemption Volume 1. Redemption Volume 2. Definitely haven't read those. What is Regret? So many books. Why? Spawn of Ash. What else? What else? What else is there? The Epic of the Grey Falcon. Does not sound familiar whatsoever. At all. And the music is completely gone for the moment. The Sage is a heavy book. 5. Fate 5. That's a lot. 7 fights number 3. 7 fights number 4. Why must there be so many of these type of like books that have so many in the series? That's the most annoying stuff. When there has to be so many in one series, like books. How many of those books are just city pamphlets, like Guide to Altrun or something? Oh, she's a cute looking, I think you're meaning. Like I'm thinking what you were saying there. Sort of rings a bell, don't remember any details though. Why so cute looking? Damn, just intense eyes though. 7 fights, number 7 is probably the last one, just saying. Probably. But like, because you're going to forget everything if you read number 2, or even if you read number 1, and then there's a long break and you don't read the other books, how are you going to be remembering what happened actually in that book? That's the annoying part of it, for sure, for me. Epidemic Corpus. That seems like a interesting book enough, but I already don't hardly have any money. So, or, well, not money, space. Can't carry a damn thing. At least when they are for sale, I have some more chance of coming back and try to read them later or find Arcana Restored. I don't know about that one. Unbiased appraisal of abolition.
Yes, Highlander. How do you do?
I don't know. How do you do? How do you do? Redemptions. Yeah, I didn't buy this. I have no idea how long these are. Maybe I need just to remember I haven't read the Redemptions? Question mark. Regret. I shall read the regret. Well, it says that, but I regret nothing. So, then the regret is the wrong title for this if you regret nothing. Anyways, Regret by Prada Serene. I have stood before the brain minions of Shekorat and the blood-stained altars of Moloch Baal. I have faced horrors that would make the souls of men scream. I have cracked the bones of heretics and withstood the assault of my purity and my mortal flesh. I feel the scars on my body and spirit. I have burned the unholy in the cleansing fire of the tribunal. Their tormented screams almost drowned out the song of Vivek in my heart. I have held the broken bodies of my comrades. Each drop of blood from their wounds were mold and rock on my soul, first searing and then hardening until naught but stone remains. I feel the loss of my crippled arm in the same way as I feel the gaping maw in my soul. My body yearns to be full once more. My soul longs for the return of its youth, the time when I still possessed compassion and kindness, but I regret nothing. To face terror and not lose belief is a test of fate. The triumph over evil brings honor to the order. To overcome weakness is the self-given strength to the soul. To feel loss and to preserve is to move closer to transcendence. To give of body and of soul for the glory of the tribunal is the greatest honor of all. All I regret is having but one life to give for Almsivi. Of course. Galeran. Just drooling over the books. Need to check like somewhere, just a notepad document of all the books read. Yeah, that's what I would definitely need. That's why I love that one mod in Skyrim that shows a little eye icon near the name of the book that you've read. That's partially true, but partially not true. That I'm not sure if that would help. Because sometimes you click into a book and it doesn't mean that you've read it. For example, I have to click on a book if I want to pick it up, but that doesn't mean that I have actually necessarily read it completely. So it's more that it would be better if I can click that, okay, mark this as read. That would be more preferable. Yeah, we are just hanging by here, looking at all the books, looking at them from this angle too, and moving our hips in happiness and all. That's what Feline does. That guard stands there and everything. And we are looking at her too. So I guess Feline also fancies her in some sense, considering you also mentioned about it. But anyways. Okay. Words of the wind. The doors of the spirit. The corpus. Had I read this? I don't think I had. The Sage is a really expensive book. And a long book. Well, not expensive, heavy. This is a heavy book. And then it is the pretty long one. The Sage. Need to try to remember, I have not read the book called Sage. Okay? Okay, let's just... I don't know if I can do this right now, more so. I'll just go and visit upstairs quickly, my friend. Okay, just a bed. That's good. Nothing fancier, more or less. Okay. Why are you so happy? Why wouldn't Felinsaretti be happy? Should make the trigger happen at the end of the book, but guess a mark as read would work too, yeah. Sometimes I just skip to the end to see how long it is. Yeah, that's what I do too. That I just skip to see if I'm gonna start reading it now or save it for later, because it's not like we can just read always. So I guess the mod that allows you to manually pick mark as read at the end would be the best. Yeah, I think it would be the best. So many doors. Eek. I didn't have the levitation anymore from this. Then I would need to do something like this. And I would like to equip the other sword then when I'm... Has it finished? I have to hurry if I want to be talking to all of this and then getting out of here too, into the other places that I could be going into. I don't know even if I will remember where this exactly was. Yeah, somewhere. Cavern Door, Children of Sky, I've read. I've definitely read Nasta Quasta. Not sure where I'm going. I just know that there's houses. Forever. Yes, you're not anything that special. I'll just have a quick peek. The 7th. Minion of Mehrunes from this book. Learned a spell. I have no idea what the spells do either that I've learned from these books, but I have to have a look into that. Well, at least that confirms this is a book that we have not even clicked on previously. The Duke of Scamp was a lesser thing than what he once was, as was the will Infinity, himself subtracted. His ears were stretched from east to west, his bones shriveled and his muscle wasted. His bones contorted in pain. I assume that his bones contorted in pain, as his face was twisted in a rictus of agony. In his mind was the 7 peniments of Dagon or Dagon. He saw the first pennant, which commanded a legion of grim warriors, who could die at least twice, and saw it fall to an army of twice as many brave souls. He saw the second pennant, which commanded a legion of winged bulls, and the Emperor of Color that rode upon each. Somehow when you're talking or reading some specific line, you're just continuing with how you feel it should continue, even though it doesn't. And I don't know why, but then saying the word absolutely wrong, even though I know it's not said like that. Anyways, and saw it fall as the winged bulls fell under the rain of bone shafts. Okay. He saw the third pennant, which commanded a legion of inverted gorgons, great snakes whose scales were the faces of men, and saw it fall as it saw itself. That's not what gorgons look like. Great snakes with scales. Like, Gorgon is the only thing that comes into my mind from Gorgon is from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, there's the swamp place has the... Wasn't those bulls named Gorgons? Certain bulls? Unless I think they were. I just... For some reason, those are the things that come into my mind from that. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Winged bulls fell under the rain of bone shaft. Hallelujah. Yes, they were. Yeah, I was thinking that weren't they named Gorgons? That's what Gorgons are like, not great snakes. Think so. Hey, yay, I remember the name. Woohoo. He saw the fourth pennant, which commanded a legion of double-crossed lowers, and saw it fall as the trickery dissolved. Okay. Green scaly bulls, right? Yeah, well, I guess scaly, but it's not snakes. Still. Not snakes. It's incorrect. Incorrect wording. He saw the fifth pennant, which commanded a legion of jumping wounds looking to hop onto a victim, and saw it fall to white-clad maidens as fields of green. He saw the sixth pennant, which commanded a legion of upreached planets, and saw it fall to the fires of the forge. He saw the seventh pennant, which commanded a legion of armored winning moves, and saw it fall as its skills were reversed. And each welled these words, Kartok but home, Kartok but home. God damn it, I want to play Heroes of 3 or watch you play it. I think I should really be playing it soon. I really do. I've been wanting to play it. So maybe I could even do something like start playing the campaigns in the actually as a let's play, and rather than just play here some random map or something in the stream. That could work too. Just playing a random map here. As such, there is even a possibility to do the online multiplayer in Heroes of the Might and Magic 3 if one wants. We did it a little bit with Sate, Tenho, and a couple of other friends, though it has to be a certain person there or someone who can start it, like through the Game Ranger, was it? I think that was the name of the software we used to be able to play in like a multiplayer online Heroes of the Might and Magic 3. So that was fun. Of course, on the other hand, I only ever played Hot Cheese. Yeah, that's how we used to do it, of course, but we weren't able to do it, of course, anymore, or with a bigger group when we live in different places and all that. Yeah, single player, but Hot Seat with Saten Tenho we used to do a lot. And overall, Hot Seat is a nice way to play it, but it just doesn't then work quite when you live too far away. What about the original Might and Magic series? It's a bit like Wizardry, I've heard. Yeah. I played Might and Magic 7. It's my very first... Yeah. 6 is something that I should play as a blind let's play. Might and Magic 7 is my very first RPG game that I have played. So I have played that once through when I was younger. I actually posted a pic about my victory screen slip because I printed it back in the day, so I still have it. I just need to again look where I have it. But on my Twitter I posted the pic of it, that which characters exactly I had there. So you can actually see my victory snippet from Might and Magic 7 in there. So yeah, I really liked Blood and Honor. I've heard 6 is good too, but Might and Magic 7 is special. I do have to say so, because you have the Castle Harmondale and everything. It's just... it's special. I really like it. Plus, I sometimes just play the card game in taverns. Because, you know, it's a decent card game. It's just sometimes fun to play that one. Or I used to sometimes just log into that game to play that. I can understand it's not longer, but of course the question is which one is better, and that I couldn't really say anything about. I just know that I enjoyed really the 7. And yeah, Archmage. Oh, no Archmage in 6. That's sad. You couldn't become a champion in it. What sadness. Sadness indeed. But yeah, it's my first Might and Magic... Well, first RPG that I played was indeed Might and Magic 7. And I basically got into there because I realized it was in the same world as Heroes of the Might and Magic 3. In the Eratia. So that's why I especially wanted to go and look into how I would like it, and from there I then went into RPG games like Baldur's Gate 2 and so on and forth too, then later on and Wizardry 8. But it was especially special just because I already knew the game from before, after all. Ah, I can't levitate no more. Which doors have I been at and which I haven't? This is confusing place. A bit too confusing. I think that's the bookshop, yes. I dropped from there, yes, okay. So I'm not sure if I was there or there. I don't know. No Magicka. Well, I guess I'm not visiting the rest of those places. These are very confusing, I gotta say. Very confusing. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite games nonetheless. It's anyways very much indeed a nostalgic game for me when it's the first one I played. I don't remember exactly what age we were, but were we something like 13 years old or something? So then how old were we when we actually got into it? I think I was maybe 14. Because there is the thing that I got it when we went into the upper grades, like in the 7th grade. Those who are Finnish at least know when the 7th grade is. In the 7th grade, at some point I got the computer, Windows computer, and yeah, then I was able to actually play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and so on and forth. And I might have at least gotten Heroes of Might and Magic 3 then the first Christmas that time. I don't remember if it was Sotentenho that gave it to me as a gift, or did I get it otherwise? Because we did gift games to each others. At least, for sure. Can't say for sure anymore. Anyways, spell making. By the way, I should also have a look into, now that we came into here too, but what all spells have I learned? I have learned Dock. Train fatigue, 200 points for 2 seconds on target. That's a lot. That's not bad. A Dock spell. Centurion Sphere. Minion of Mehrun, summon a scamp. Okay. Pinprick. Damage health 2 points on target. That's very little. Serene Nature. Smoke and Mirrors. 100% for target. Interesting. Not that I think I will be using it a lot, but still, it's interesting. Interesting nonetheless. I would have been 5 when Might and Magic 7 came out. I don't remember when I first played it though. 1999 the release. Yeah, I think it was when we were 14, and I don't remember anymore about what I have given you as a present. Yeah, I don't remember for sure. I know that you gave me some games, but I don't remember it was Heroes 3 or whichever game it might have been back then. You gave me some game. I don't know which game for sure, other than it was one of the good games. Who knows which? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, when we were about 7 years or some such, we played, on the other hand, NES, Nintendo games, and then after that Super Nintendo and DOS games, and only after that we actually proper bigger Windows games. Yeah, I don't really need to be asking about that. That's too many anyways to remember in anyways. Sephrostelus. No idea where he is.
What have we here?
I don't know. What do we have in here? I don't know if you can help me. You have a Potter option, but you don't have anything, which is very confusing. Well,
Please go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening.
well, can I actually go ahead in the staircase or upstairs? When you say go ahead, please. Well, I would like to go ahead if I can. That's the question. Can I? Hello. Nothing special with you.
Join me. I am never too busy.
Xenon. I can just barter more. I'm just not really sure what to barter with you. I could assume this is the place nonetheless where the... Was it Magister or something like that lived then? Mayhap? Nice mushrooms. Seriously, I'm getting stuck here all the time. Are you anyone special? I guess not.
I am never too,
Lower tower. But
I am never too busy for a good talk.
well, you two should then talk to each other, I think. When you both are saying the same thing. Can I get somehow up there? I think there is actually ways here. The travel, and then it's the levitation problem. If only I had magic. But I do not have a magic. Of course, I can, even if this doesn't work yet. I don't think I had any potion of levitations, but I can always at least restore magicka. So I guess I need to do that if I want to be able to actually go and visit here. I did have a little levitation potion. I guess I can try to drink that. Not sure how far I'm gonna get with it, but at least one level. Superstition of freedom. Newfound Held of Calodus. You have learned to spell generosity from the scroll, sure. There's a lot of spells you learn in this place for sure. Once I had a chance or two. The pain would rage and I would too. My mind grows weak thinking of ways that I could stop the pains. Alchemy stories and hypnotists could not stop the bloody kists. Arcane legends and sorcery was the way I've healed my knee. So I adventure hear my plea. When you hear or see a blighted person in pain, you now have the knowledge to heal. Although you may not see material gain, you have the honor of the one you feel. Generosity. 3 spells, yes. Yep. 14. Mind blown. Mind blown because we would have been 14 during that time. The first scroll of Bandar. Not sure about this one. I was 2. Yes, so we are very different age groups. But yeah, born in 1985. I'm at the end of the year, but still, 1985 it is. The Superstition of Freedom, a response to the purity of freedom. I have no idea if I've read this before. I'm not in the mood to start reading that too. Shooting Spear. Let me see. kind of always hate this, when you have to try to jump over these gaps. But it's okay, I guess. Don't know if I have anything to talk with you though. Nor if you have anything that I would actually want to talk with you. Hello? Or maybe no hello. Yes, you're never too busy. Sure. Let's go back to 1985. Yeah, surely. We wouldn't really. Well, it is kind of like, was the Back into the Future around that time too? Or made around then? Well, there was a lot of good 80s movies, or those like Back into the Future and Ghostbusters and all of these. I didn't even see Ghostbusters when I was a kid, actually. What was it like when we had mark as a currency? I never got to experience that. I kind of wouldn't have wanted to change into euro, personally, so it was strange. All of a sudden, 20 euros was a lot more money. And it was, in all honesty, it was a little bit difficult for at least me to adjust, because before it was like 20 markka was easy to spend really quickly. But then, because it was all of a sudden 20 euros and not 20 markka, it was also easy to spend, even though it was a huge amount more money. Because it felt the same amount, even though it wasn't the same amount. It was very annoying. And yeah, I hated the change. I think it was indeed 85. Back to the Future reference. Yeah, let's go back to 1985. For sure. So, definitely that was a change, because I always treated 100 markka as a lot more money than I treated 20 euros. And it's very, especially as a teenager, it was very difficult for me to adjust to the idea that it's actually a lot more money now than it was. Can't imagine. Hey you, hey Vissinekko, we're talking about markka and euro times 20 euros, about the same as 120 markkas. Yes, that's the thing. Like, back then, one CD cost 120 markka, and I was like more, I'm not sure I want to buy this. But when it's 20 euros, it was more like, it's just 20 euros. It's the same freaking sum, but somehow it felt less, you know? So, I see there's a huge difference. Yes, there was a huge difference. And specifically when it changed, when we were indeed going to teenagers, we were still grown up to using markka and all. So, I would have preferred to stay in markka. The only good thing about euro specifically is, of course, that it's very convenient, especially when I visit my sister too in Italy. I don't need to be going and changing the money or anything like that. So it's convenience, that's for sure. But otherwise, I don't really care for euro whatsoever. It's convenient. For me, in market times, I did have a lot less money, so it's hard to say. Still remember the exchange rate, yes. 5 euros is 30 markka. It's very, very easy to remember. Of course, I remember. I was in a bookstore too that was changing the tax at the time. So I always like marking into the end or doing the conversion rate and then marking into the paper thingy or the tag, the price tag, again, they changed that, okay, in euros it's this much then. And so that everyone knew exactly how much it was in euros and in still markka, so that it showed both of the prices. So, just interesting times. Okay, what did I want to use? Magic potion, restore magical. 9 for 19. I guess that's the only thing that I can do, even though I would prefer not to. Do I have anything else? I have way more restore health potions now, which is good. I just hate using magic potions in this sort of circumstances. But I think I gotta. Don't think I had any other levitation things anymore even. Unfortunate but true. Nope. Okay, restore Magica then. That's the only way. Then just all the way up into here. And see where to go. What's in here then? To Port Telvannis doesn't seem like the right way to go. To Archmagister Chamber, that seems like the right way to go. Okay. Hello. Oh no, what should bring me here? Well, tell me about Port Telvannis. One of the last true cities. It has been a big place, that's for sure. Moon and star. Rules. Yes, yes. It's totally fine to murder opponents with magic and all. Could be worse. I can't believe Americans have to calculate the real price with sales tax in there. Oh, true, yes. Rather than just have it marked. Yeah, that's just so weird and silly to me that why don't they have price tags with already the tax involved? It doesn't make any sense to me not to have that. Yeah, sounds overly complicated for sure. Uprising in Almalexia. Asura and the Box. I don't recall as a book. Importance of where and when. Asura and the Box. Okay, I'm reading too much. There's too many books in this new area, to be honest, again. And yeah, I would hate the American system for sure. Azura and the Box, Ancient Tales of the Tremor, Part 9. 11? Like, I'm trying to think, was that 11 or 9? It's 4 that way. Like, I suddenly just... Normally, with the 4, I can easily think that when it's in the front, it's less. So this is 11, because it's in front. So this is indeed part 11. When it's in front of that axe, it's a higher number, yes. Yeah, too many books. Schnulbar had enjoyed an adventurous youth, but had grown to be a very wise, very old fumer who spent his life searching for the truth and dispelling superstitions. He invented much and created many theorems and logic structures that bore his name, but much of the world still puzzled him, and nothing was a greater enigma to him than the nature of the Aetra and Tetra. Over the course of his research, he came to the conclusion that many of the gods were entirely fabricated by man and mare. Nothing, however, was a greater question to Schnulbar than the limits of divine power. Were the greater beings the masters of the entire world, or did the humbler creatures have the strength to forge their own destinies? As Schnulbar found himself nearing the end of his life, he felt he must understand this last basic truth. Among the sage's acquaintances was a holy chimera priest named Atunik. When the priest was visiting Palak Suramts, Schnulbar told him what he intended to do to find the nature of divine power. Atunik was terrified and pleaded with his friend not to break this great mystery. But Schnulbar was resolute. Finally, the priest agreed to assist out of love for his friend, though he feared the results of this blasphemy. Atunik summoned Asura. After the usual rituals by which the priest declared his faith in her powers and Asura agreed to do no harm to him, Schnulbar and a dozen of his students entered the summoning chambers, carrying with them a large box. As we see you in our land, Asura, you are the goddess of the dusk and dawn, and all the mysteries therein, said Schnulbar, trying to appear as kindly and obsequious as he could be. Not sure how this is supposed to say. It is said that your knowledge is absolute. So it is, smiled the Tetra. You'd know for sure what is in this wooden box, said Schnulbar. Asura turned to Atunik, her brow furrowed. The priest was quick to explain. Goddess, this Vumer is a very wise and respected man. Believe me, please, the intention is not to mock your greatness, but to demonstrate it to this scientist and to the rest of his skeptical race. I have tried to explain your power to him, but his philosophy is such that he must see it demonstrated. If I am to demonstrate my mind in a way to bring the Vumer race to understanding, it might have been a more impressive feat. You would have me too, drawled Asura, and turned to look Schnulbar in the eyes. There is a red-petaled flower in the box. Schnulbar did not smile or frown. He simply opened the box and revealed to all that it was empty. When the students turned to look to Asura, she was gone. Only Antudik had seen the goddess's expression before she vanished, and he could not speak. He was trembling so. A curse had fallen. He knew that truly, but even crueler was the knowledge of divine power that had been demonstrated. Schnulbar also looked pale, uncertain on his feet, but his face shone with not fear, but bliss. The smile of a tumor finding evidence for a truth only suspected. Oh, hello to 472. Welcome to the stream as well. Mate, I was just looking that first, as Jinjin wrote, that mate, like to go to lay or to sleep, like if there would be just 2 A's and not that many, but I just looked like, why is someone writing Finnish mate, going mate right now into here? And then it's mate that you're trying to say. Double consonants, not that often the case in English. Good, Jinjim. How are you doing, people? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Hopefully your week has been going well, for sure. But interesting enough, the smile of the tumor, finding evidence for a truth only suspected. 2 of his students supported him, and 2 more supported the priest as they left the chamber. I have studied very much over the years, performed countless experiments, taught myself 1,000 languages, and yet the skill that has taught me the final truth is the one that I learned when I was but a poor young man trying only to have enough gold to eat, whispered the sage. As he was escorted up the stairs to his bed, a red flower petal fell from the sleeve of his voluminous robe. Schnulbar died that night, a portrait of peace that comes from contented knowledge. Yeah, I was thinking that there's going to be something more with this flower for sure. That it's not that simple, that it was just really empty, so to speak. Young man trying only to have enough gold to eat, whispered the sage. As he was escorted up the stairs to his bed, a red flower petal fell from the sleeve of his voluminous robe. Schnulbar died that night, a portrait of peace that comes from contented knowledge. Publisher's note. This is another tale whose origin is unmistakably tumor. Again, the words of some Altmeri's translations are quite different, but the essence of the story is the same. The Dummer have a similar tale about Schnulbar, but in the Dummer version. Asura recognizes the trick and refuses to answer the question. She slays the tumor present for their skepticism and curses the Dummer for blasphemy. In the Altmeri's version, Asura is struck not by an empty box, by a box containing a spear which somehow becomes a flat square. Of course, that Altmeri's version being a few steps closer to the original Fumur are much more difficult to understand. Perhaps this stage magic explanation was added by Core Felim because of Felim's own experience with such tricks in his place when a mage was not available. Marabar Sul left even the character of Schnulbar alone, and he represented many Fumur virtues. His skepticism, while not nearly as absolute as in the Altmeri's version, is celebrated even though it brings a curse upon the Fumur and the unnamed house of the poor priest. Whatever the true nature of the gods, and how right or wrong the Fumur were about them, this tale might explain why the dwarves vanished from the face of the Tamriel. though Schnulbar and his kind may not have intended to mock the Aetra and Tetra, their skepticism certainly offended the divine orders. Need more umlaut. Well, Asura and the box is there. Definitely don't need to read any of those. The Dowry I'm pretty sure I have actually read. This doesn't seem familiar, the importance of where and wench. Let's go and visit upstairs, though. If I can, that is. This is very badly designed. When that's too close. So I can't actually exit this way. That's very bad design flaw, I gotta say. You gotta always, like, bow to be able to go and cross. That's a lot of alchemical ingredients and everything here. Blighted Elite is inside that soul gem. Skeleton and a script. Forward big covenant. Capture and pour script into the common soul gem. That is quite sad. Quite sad to see. Memory Stone to 4. These all are books that are not familiar to my, at least what I read. Certainly not. But so, you should be the Archmage, right? Are you? Can you tell me about yourself? Are you the one that I'm being now looking for? Archmagister Thrall. You would expect him to be here though, right? I don't know. I would expect that he would still be in here, but I think I did get his blessing, so to speak, for the Neravar position and all. But it's just kind of strange to me, nonetheless. Oh, okay. Umlauts. Dwarf house. Yeah, it seems to be a little bit of a dwarf house. I guess he's just gone from his place. But yes, very bad design. Maybe he just is a smaller fellow. Maybe that's why he has left and escaped from this place. I could do one thing. I could just pick up books and teleport back home. Should we do that? Just leave the rest of the quest here. Considering at least we got the soul gems. Anyway, so soul gems then, so that I can do that quest would be to take them to Teloren, I think it was. And then I needed to go into here at least. Bahramu probably was mentioned too. I would need to visit in all of these type of places anyways for those mouth quests. Does it change the sound or is it mostly decorative? Of course it changes the sound. I can't really write them, but is a or a. It's like the A letter with umlaut is a, and without it's an A, as in a, so in Finnish, a or a. And then the O with the umlaut is ö, without o or ö. Those are the two options. Sorry, you forgot the kappa. So, should we? I guess we could. What do you guys think? Maybe we should just go back home and just... Then I can leave a lot of stuff there and we don't at least need to worry about going and reading or worrying about our inventory that much when I can just leave all there. The 7 penance I read. The 4 I haven't. Another thing learned. Yeah, I'll just travel. Give a book a good home. Yeah, give books good homes is important. It's an important mission, for sure. I don't fail at casting the spell consistently, especially when I am... Should be just fine. God damn it. Let's go home. Domas in Dutch are kind of decorative. Well, you know that in Finnish they aren't. Somehow that vine looks so dark from this angle. Anyways, I can also drop then this damnable demon mace. No need to be carrying it around. It would be great, however. Now again, immediately go into decorative aspects of this full thing, but you know. Hey, that's so almost perfect. Not quite. I like it better a little bit further away in there. That's good, actually. That goes there perfectly. A little bit of different weaponry here for the show. Is it cool in Finland at the moment? Well, it was again warm day for sure, but it's cool enough now, at least so that I don't need to suffer. Separate E sounds here, I think, okay. At least it's okay now. I'm a lot happier at the moment. It's not that meltingly hot right at this moment at the very least. And yep, even rained. Even such a thing happened as rain. A lovely collection of all of this too here. And the blood of the quarry masters, and those actually I do think I need to now take away. And I guess I would need to organize this a little bit better than if I wanna be trying to do this. Now that I came into here, I guess I gotta have a look if I can go and organize this even a little bit better. Just a teeny bit better. Because I did get these things. If I can get a bookend here to work. So of course always a question, do I get it to work? How is it? I guess it would be pretty decent that way actually. Yeah. I guess that's fine. Have those books like that there. Not sure I can really get this one there though. From the other side. Have them perfectly. It's like we have to have that one and then here it cannot really work because there's those. Because I would need to be able to put it somehow there from this other side. And that ain't going to happen. Like no way. No way can I do that. Nope. So it's going to be that one bookend. Really only. Plus of course there's still then the problem that how am I going to be getting this then here in the nice way. Of course I could just extend this road then to be a little bit more into this direction and take this into here. This blood of the quarry masters and all that. Sure. Good work there, I guess. If it musts. Dagod ore a statue. There. I guess that's decent. Look. 33 today, 13 here. Ish. 26 now, but no wind. That is a hot weather for sure. No, and it's still even a cold. That's bad. Yeah, aesthetic Morrowind Tower makeovers. I wish we could combine Morrowind style placements with Skyrim bookshelves. Yeah, indeed. It is a shame that it's difficult to arrange them as nicely as one would like, though. That much I gotta say, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it. I guess we can add a couple of these classes now into here. I guess that's fine, they're decent looking classes. And then just that blood of the quarry masters right there. Just for that reason, there's all these classes that you can share it with 3 friends, or 2 friends really. You get part of it and then 2 other friends share a little bit with it. Right? I think that should be just fine. Of course, we could take some of these books away if we wish, but I guess these are fine here, as they are. And definitely could add some other stuff, I guess. I really need to get rid of some of those Fumer coins. We definitely have way too many of them. That I gotta say. Like 308. Way too much. Yeah. Starting to be a little bit too much carry capacity that we are losing with that. A little bit too much. Mace of Slurm was the weapon that I was planning to use though, so I don't need to be leaving it behind, just having a quick look. Doesn't look that nice in the end, but it's okay. Where I'm meaning to leave this here? It is as such a pretty nice looking shield, it's just that where the hell am I supposed to put that now? Everything's full. It's too much stuff. I need more shelves. Doesn't look that good on that way. I guess it could maybe work. That's just adding that one more thing in there like that, but it doesn't seem really the best, I gotta say. But I'm definitely going to leave it here. There's no sense of me going and taking it with me. And I don't think I can really place these like on top of each other very well. I guess that might work. Is that too much though? I kind of feel that that's a little bit too much. Like having 2 shields on top of each other's. You're lucky that Morrowind NPCs do not steal. Well, hey, no one's gonna get to my tower. No one's gonna dare to come and steal from Nerevar. No one is going to dare to do such a thing. I will promise you that. I'm not 100% sure even if I read all of these books. I know that I read some of them, but did I read all of them? Let's at least add some of the books that I haven't read on top here. So all of these freaking 7 fights for sure. We don't need to be carrying them around. And then what else? What else? The 4 I have not read. That's a big book. I'm pretty sure I never read that one. Memory Stone, nope. Mara's Tear. Fool's Ebony. Guide to Telvanni Constructions. Guide. Study of Troix. Study of Guards. This book. Banget's Bet. Cowardice of the Enemy. I'm not sure if I read that. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Slave Trace. Remananda Chapter 1. What the hell is that book even? Barrow Speech. Poison Song. Spawn of Ash. Assassination, I don't remember. Old Ways, Madness, Failure of the Empire. Pretty sure I didn't read that. The Fairy in the Bottle. The Warp West. This is starting to be a little bit too much. Oh, it's a good thing that it can all stay in balance, really. Pretty good. Tower of Books look good. Maybe, especially now, I'd say it's especially good looking. Put the shield on top of your bed. Who wouldn't want to steal from sweet Nerevar? Great pillow. Yeah, Shield would do a great pillow. Sunkel Steel would fit in my bed right now with the seat. I just fixed a bug with the Umbagana's collection quest with help from folks at Steam Commute, so I'm happy camper now. Oh, that's good that you were able to fix that. It defies gravity. Hey, they're just too heavy books. They don't defy gravity for any other reason that they are too big. So, and too heavy, that is. They're so heavy that they just cannot be moved when they have been placed there. Sure, a glass sword and a shield on a bed. That's good. That's totally good. That at least fits there perfectly, and I'm so happy that I was able to actually place it there. Now we have like this little steel chink blade just as a decoration, then Tetrick, Tanto, and Mehrun's razor especially. It's pretty sweet. Tetrick Tanto is fine enough looking anyways. I should also leave some ingredients because I'm just carrying too much. I kind of feel that I probably should place a couple of these books a little bit better into here. Just like... Just the problem that if I place them like that, then that's going to be a problem too. Yeah, this is impossible. Can't jump higher either, so now it's even worse. Well, hey, maybe it's even better when it's worse. In a certain way. Oblivion bugged out on me even with all the patches and bug fixes I installed. Aww. The arcane magics that allows us a stack to exist at all. Who else? Who else than a Telvanni indeed? Who else than a crazy Telvanni? But otherwise I'm pretty happy with our place. I don't think that I was able to fit any books here either, to be honest, anymore. As soon as I can just take something like this Troy shield and maybe try to go and sell it or something. I don't know. Maybe I should just drop that on the ground so we can consider what to do with it later. And rather put some more of these books into here that we don't want to be carrying around. I think I had this book already. Yeah, I have these vampire books. I need to remember to sell that damnable thing. I don't need another stupid book like that. Madness of Pelagius. Had I read it? That's the question. I'm not sure. Gemel say I have definitely read. Vagaries of Magica. What was the scroll that I picked up anyways? Breakout. Breakout would be pretty much another book that I would need to be placing here, so... Yay. Breakout. Hey, that's going into the other direction now, so that's good enough, I guess. Let's try to get them more into that direction, so it's a little bit more logical how they will be able to stay in place. Custom decoded. Faithful Gen 1. Sure. Fallen Freight. Not sure if I read that, but that doesn't sound familiar. Of course, that's kind of now not a book, but rather something like that, so... There's that. Beto Speech. Not sure about that one. I'm just like trying to organize my inventory somehow. Spawn of Ash. That's going to be bad if I have it like that. Spawn of Ash. Where is it? There it is. I guess that's fine. Then just the Fallen Freight. It's a little bit better, right? Just almost to the roof. Strangely enough, I have never experienced a bug in Morrowind and I have always played vanilla. You can always tell Telvanni about their stacks. Stacked to the ceiling if you say may. Yes, just like the one specific baby in Okami, huh? At least that's what comes into my mind from that. She was stacked to the ceiling. But as I mentioned before, I fixed that quest in Oblivion, so it's fine now. It's good that it's fine. It's good that you were able to fix it. Let's see how many books you can stack together. It will end up forming a doorway over your bed. Thank you for the follow, God's uncle, if I read that or see that correctly. Thank you for the follow. A doorway over your bed, pretty much. Would be great if you could open your roof somehow and just keep on piling them. That would be good. Wish my books would stack like that. Tower falls so easily. Yeah, that's indeed the sadness. Especially when there's like small books there. Like that should definitely be the one on the bottom. And then start to be putting those together like the biggest books on the down there. But no, that book is there. So that is kind of a surprising factor that it hasn't tumbled yet. Though, to be honest, I think it is because we are indeed a telvanni mage. Not sure about that book. Cities I think I have read, and Smuggler's Island I know I have read. I'll just leave some more stuff in here. That's... At least we have a lot of stuff out now. At least. Maybe I can take the book and downstairs or something. At least I will have a lot better, like, arrangement here in the future. Still, I'm missing that stupid one book of the Wolf Queen books. I need it. I'm not sure if the bookend would work here. Now I just dropped it. I guess it's also then question how would I have this candle if I would put the bookend into here just to hang about as a kind of something that we could as a possibility use in the future. I guess it works there, even if it's not, so to speak, in use right now, but it's kind of feels that okay, you put it there so that you can use it in the future to get your books together better and so on and forth. Oh, and God's angle. Stacking books is cool and all, but the share stack in Gokharun is the most impressive stack. In Gokharun. I don't remember where Gokharun was on the map. But I do remember that there was some of those places with the... Wasn't it the place here somewhere? I don't remember where... There it is. There it was. Where there was indeed those stack of shares. I remember the place. Apocrypha started. That's the way. Honestly, he has walls on the look like the books you stacked. Walls that look like the books you stacked. Not sure why that off wandered into there. I don't know, Flame Rouge. I don't know. Why did I accidentally pick that up? I didn't mean to pick that up. I want the candle back into there. I didn't mean to pick up you, candle. Go back to where you belong. There. Anyways, otherwise all good. Have some nice scarab plants there and everything. Trimmer scarab plants and then these books and all that. Quite a few candles, lanterns and candles around the place to light up the world. Then, one last thing that I should see if I can drop something is the ingredients, because I do have a lot of ingredients that I don't plan to be using right away. Oh, and I needed to be looking if I could be placing these skulls somewhere. And the inkwell. Where do I want to place the inkwell? Huh. That's a good question. Where to place the inkwell? What could be a good place for that? Just a big offset wall of books in Skyrim DLC. Okay, well, I gotta have a look into that at some point. I can't now, though. Okay. Inkwell. I guess I could place the inkwell here instead the glasses, but I guess the glasses work there pretty decently too. But what would be a good placement for an inkwell? I guess I could quickly look what it looks like. And skulls. Skulls seem that they would be most fitting with those items, or maybe I can just place them somewhere else in here. quill pen, and then this inkwell would have been like that. Is there a chance to put this in properly into there? Probably no. Don't think so. Inkwell. I don't have a good working table in here. I could maybe place it here if I didn't have all the other stuff in here. By the way, maybe I can fix some of my gear in the meantime. Probably have some stuff that needs fixing anyways. So we could be using some of this stuff that I got. Just try to fix everything. Oh, that used all of them. That's good, I guess. Then I guess I could also maybe do something that I just drop some of these 2 big items into here that I don't know what to do with. And rather put maybe alchemical ingredients into here. I should get rid of this master calculator too, I think. Most likely. It's kind of annoying that those are like that, but just where do I put these things? Moon sugar and skooma. I have so many raw ebonies here too. As such, this would be the most logical place to put alchemical ingredients, I would have to say. Moon sugar. Raw ebony. Don't want to be collecting and carrying you all, but these don't even fit into there anyways. What about raw glass? What about the skooma bottles? What is the skooma? That's also sometimes very difficult to try to find here. Where is the skooma now? There. Skooma can be there. I do need to look through those too. Some of those might be visible somewhere. So raw ebony doesn't go anywhere. This emerald candle doesn't have to be there. Can be there, I guess. Can I place the inkwell here? So many questions. I can. Not sure if it looks really good, but I can place it there. Could I have a chance of placing this into here? Well, yes, in a way. Not just very well, if we could say. Nope. Not very well at all. I don't know. I guess the quill and pen would work here okay-ish. I always enjoyed a little bit of more Sims, or Sims Row, whatever you wish to call it. Herman's Mora is just a poor copycat. This style was definitely started by Kenneth. Totally. Essential corpses is there. It's a lot of for storage, infinite space. This truly would need 3D rotation for the items, yeah. It's a shame when you can't actually place them in any other way than exactly like this, especially when you can find them like having this sweater inside the inkwell, but you can't place it yourself like that. It seems very stupid. At least we were able to place these fire salts here very lovelily, so that's at least great. At the very least, but yeah, otherwise not exactly satisfied with this, I gotta say. Guess then just have the raw ebony here. Guess. So where do I place the skulls? Here? Maybe. Don't need to be going and getting that. That's so dark. Sure, they go there, but it's very dark. No light. If I take this candle and bring it here, what could I do with it? I guess those could work. What do you say? Those skulls on both sides so that you can see them a little bit better. Piece of paper or parchment to go with that. I don't think I actually have at the moment, other than maybe those parchments that actually are already written something on. You can turn your character around to alter the rotation. It's not great, but maybe. Like place from the left side of the table instead of the round. I guess... Looks like an arcade enchanter in Skyrim, almost pretty cool. 2 or more skulls of your enemies. Yes, needed. A couple of skulls. But I can't place myself like in a right way to be able to do that though. That's unfortunately the truth. I don't know how to try to think of doing it so that I could actually look into them from here though. No, can't at least pick them like that. I don't know how you mean that I could be rotating myself so that I wouldn't have to look into them. For sure, Whis. Not quite sure. Can't rotate myself from that, for sure. At least to my knowledge. Anyways, do I have any other ingredients I would like to drop here and not carry around with me? I have too many rupees. See what I mean about the arcane enchanter with the skulls and candles? Well, I will have to look into it later because I haven't played enough Skyrim, so I cannot say very well. But you guys can then tell me or say, because I can't really, like, I can go into and look into that when I'm out of Morrowind, but I cannot go into Windows from Morrowind, otherwise it will certainly crash. So I can't really go and look into it right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I got too much ingredients. I do have to leave something behind, surely. It's just the thing you used to enchant stuff with. Oh, I think I actually remember a little bit of that. What it looked like. But it's been a long time since I actually watched any Skyrim. So I don't recall it really that well. But I think I know what you mean now. When I was thinking about it. I think I know. Can I place, by the way, any of these great amulets anywhere? Is any of this good looking? That's decent looking. What about the ring, by the way, that has to sound constantly? What do you look like? Oh, it's a ring. I guess. That's Caius's ring. Not sure. There isn't anything in here as such, so I guess we could maybe try to place something over here. That is as such a nice looking amulet. I like the look of it, but I'm not sure if that's really fitting here. It's kind of strangely big, that ring, I'd say. Maybe I should put it here with the ingredients. Put it into there as a future ingredient as well. Maybe. No one cares about that ring, Siren's ring. I guess it could work. Having it right there, just among all of this other stuff. What did this look like? It's not bad, it's not great either. What about moonstone? Guess I could leave a moonstone here. Sure. Golf wolf. It's interesting though, I gotta say. And then there's plenty of the ornada meat that I would have to look into how to use into something too, for sure. Let's just put another fire beetle here, just because it's a nice looking thing. Then I have a lot of pearls too now. It's just that it's so difficult to decide. Maybe I should just drop all of the ingredients into some spot and just say that, okay, we'll come and craft into here in the future, and then I wouldn't have to be carrying all of this stuff around. in my inventory. It would be nice if I had another chest, so that I could just into one chest put completely all of these type of ingredients and that's it. Let's at least you put some of these rupees here. Maybe I can sell the rest of the rupees. Whoa, you have space in your inventory. What did happen? I left a lot of stuff. And I have a book collection. Like a tower of books. 70 marshmallow. Yeah, I guess I've collected too many marshmallows. Wick wheat is very useful, but I don't need to be carrying all of this wick wheat with me. It's very useful to have though, some of it for sure. This can make levitation. Sure, I'll leave the white salts into there. Cress fibers. Ectoplasm. Oh no, that's 10. Not 70. Leaning back one looks like a 7. Yeah, leaning back one looks like a 7. I was thinking, do I have 70 of those? It's okay. Is too many marshmallows a real thing? I think not. Mayhap not, mayhap. So then I have to have too little of them, right? That's the only logical conclusion of that. Sure, I'll leave one luminous Rusua here if I for some reason need something like that in the future. Meadow rice. The item will not fit. I should sell this. I should pick it up and sell it. I don't need 2 master calculators unless I want to use it as a decoration element, but I'm not sure if this is really that great of a decoration element. But if it is, then I guess I could be leaving it somewhere like here. I don't need to have it inside the chest. I guess that works. It's there, ready for my alchemical needs. To be honest, I have no idea how we're carrying one of those even with us all the time, everywhere. Like, how the hell are we carrying something like that all the time with us? To be honest. Like, let's see. Our alchemical things that we use to craft stuff are all of these things. This is definitely the biggest one of them, but still, all of 4 of these so that we can just craft alchemy. Make alchemical stuff. That would already take quite a bit out of our inventory too if I just left all of this into here. Okay. Let's just try to leave some more stuff. Just something more. Couple of pearls. Imagine that someone is making a book about Neravara and this is the stuff that legends are made of. Yeah. He was able to carry all of this with him all the time, everywhere he went. It's pretty much a magical thing, I'd say. What else do I want to leave? Raw musk. Scamp skin. Stores. I'll leave a couple of diamonds. I'll leave some as salts, I guess. Some bone meals. Corpus sweepings. Definitely the best stuff to be leaving into your chest. Desert siren seeds. It's also desert, whatever. Siren seeds. Troll fat. Trauma roots. Sure, I'll leave some trauma roots. They're too traumatized to continue on. Fine, I guess that's something. I left some of the stuff. Try to think, what else do I want to be leaving out of here? I should be looking and leaving even more books, to be honest. Someone probably did write a book about the Neravarain. Yeah, indeed, magical pockets, and they still aren't enough. Yeah, how he suffered from chronic hoarding. Yeah, that would be actually a pretty good mention. That, by the way, he suffered from chronic hoarding. You'd think defeating Dakodur was hard. You didn't try making your giant mushroom house look good and try carrying a bag of loot on you every day. Desert serum seeds. Yes, that sounds yum. I was thinking the same, for sure. Okay, so I could also be leaving a lot of these notes. It's not like I really need the freaking decoded packets from for Caius Cosades all the time with me. Like, I've carried these things with me forever. Elone's directions to Palmore. Oh, really? I definitely need that. Guide to Telvanni construction is interesting, of course. Minerals of the Morrowind. Okay, that's Secrets of the Trumuri construction, or that is very interesting. Where should I place that? It's unfortunate that it's not more special looking book though, but I like the subject matter. Where would I place it? Where would be a place for this book? God damn it. I want to take it to the area where I have all the scarab plans and so on. The only problem with that plan is that do I really want to be moving all of this again and try to put them back into here nicely? And the answer is that no, not necessarily. Why does it have to be such a big book? Such a freaking big book. Truly, this is too big. Doesn't go there. It's way too big. If only I could put it at least the other way around, but no. Just a freaking big book. Why must you be too big? Go there. More. Not there. Fine. Just stay there. Where do I leave this Animanculi book? It's very interesting and it would fit with the other tumorish stuff. But I don't have a good place for it. At least I have 2 skulls. Why do I have a Khajiit skull? Do I wish this upon Ajira? And I have Ajira's skull here. Or one of Ajira's friend's skulls. I wonder what he would say about the fact that I have a Khajiit skull here. Sure, I'll leave it here. I don't know where to take it. I'll just leave that here too. The Madness of Pelagius. Little bit different order, I'm sure. Something like that. The Madness of Pelagius. There too. That's fine. I do like how some of these books are open. Like you can indeed place them nicely here so that you can, so to speak, be reading them. No, you'll burn your precious books. You have to be careful. Such a huge book for 2 sketches. Yeah, indeed. Yes, why do you have a Khajiit skull? You're sick. Mike's skull. I don't remember who that is. But it's here because we found it, and it's different than the other one. And besides, we have a collection of freaking House Duckard cup and ass statues. So really, is skulls that much of a difference? Almost. And we have blood of the quarry masters here too. I don't even know what those quarry masters exactly are. And then we have Tagot Tanis here as a prisoner of ours, soul trapped forever. Cliff Racer and poor Okrim. And I do have to say that being soul trapped is pretty serious business. I should have soul trapped or tried to soul trap that one giant Okrim that we found. Mike the liar, he knows much and tells some. I don't remember names that well. That's my problem. Having their friend's skull might keep people in line. True. Not really the truth teller, aka a liar. Well, usually those two are through together. I kind of do like the carpets here, for sure. Okay, I guess that's fine. I left at least a decent chunk of stuff into here. Let's just rest for now. That skull probably tells everyone that it's not dead. Probably. Probably so. Talking about talking skulls, it just brings into my mind Planescape Torment, and I'm also tempted to go and play it again at some point. It's a great game too. Not sure, maybe it should be a streaming game, though, to be honest, there's loads of reading that too, so I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Ash storms. This is what I came out to. I wish it would be more green here. This should become more green. I guess it will with time when the roots take place and all. Start to become a little bit more green. You wish to become a lich. It's very easy, my friend. Simply find the heart of a lich, combine it with the tongue of a dragon, and cook it with the flesh of a well-ridden horse. The combination is certain to make you undead. I just can't get over the fact that you're basically walking around the giant mushroom. It probably makes weird noises when you're walking. Maybe over it. Dragons, oh, they're everywhere. You must fly very high to see most of them, though. The ones near the ground are very hard to see, being invisible. Alrighty. What do we do now is my question, though. Where do we go? What do we want to do? Questions. Do you guys have any specific ideas? What would we do now then? When that's all over and done with? Got rid of at least a decent chunk of items. Maybe I should go back to Balmora again. Just so that we can sell some more. At least now I should remember to sell some tumor coins. Explore the world. Kill all humans. Who knows, maybe it's not really that far-fetched. You would probably be dead. Not necessarily undead, but dead because of the items you ate. Oh, you mean in the game? I don't know. Well, in here there is at least a lot of other races than just humans, so... It would be an easier mission to accomplish, especially on Morrowind. There's a lot more dumber in Morrowind than humans after all, so it's not actually that impossible of a task to kill all humans from Morrowind. If that is what Nerevar should do. A lava river. Maybe I should equip the other weapon for now. I need to try to learn to use these weapons too someday, after all the blunt weapons. I suck with them still, after all. Hey, there's a Quama. Or the Quama. I don't remember what those are actually called. But it is a Quama. I didn't even burn my toes. I may be able to actually kill you with my mace. With luck, that is, if I hit you someday. Hey, I hit you. Hey, what's this? Page from History of the Empire. Why is this here? An unreadable page from a brief history of the Empire. The volume is unknown. Who's left that in here? There's another page. Who's left all these pages in here? Is that the direction I need to go into? Is this the first page? Maybe. This is mysterious and I do not remember this. What do you guys say? Levitation is for fools. Why would we want to levitate? Once you're up high, there is nowhere to go but down. Actually. Yes, that is very true though. It's indeed right. Sometimes you gotta get high. Mysterious. If it's unreadable, how do you know from where this page comes from? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me those questions. How do I know? I don't know. Okay. Do you guys remember this quest? Because I certainly do not. Or whatever this belongs to. I'm just gathering pages that are unreadable, but I know the book of it. Maybe someone's lost all of these. Who knows? There's another one. Where now? Don't see more. Has someone tried to burn this book? I don't know. Throw it into the lava. But why would those pages then be all elsewhere separated? Why so many of this? Why am I picking this up? I don't know. I'm confused. Quite confused. They continue onwards. Wait, are we playing Alan Wake again? To be honest, we are finding pages just like in Alan Wake, so... I thought it's Slenderman. You're bookworm in here, kiddo. You're the bookworm. Yes, true. We had scenes, so why wouldn't we do some Alan Wake too? To be honest, why not? Hey, have you gone and done all of this with this book? You there, random person? I don't know you. What do you want? Well, why is there so many pages? This is mysterious. I want to know the answers to these questions. About protesting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legions does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists. That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Maybe. Do you want to tell more about these pages? I want to know pages. You're not telling me anything. You're a disappointment.
Is there something you need?
Why not indeed, yes. Kill him or her for disrespecting your books. Oh, it's her, I think. Yeah, I think it's her. What about you then? You levitating her. There. Like me. Tell me stuff. Nothing. Why have you done this to the book?
Is there something?
I doubt these pages will be continuing anywhere more from here, right? I don't see them continuing anywhere. Why have you done this? Why? Why do this sort of a dishonor to books? Yes, both of you. Maybe it's you? You human. I dare not leave until these outcast Erapisiums have been dealt with. Oh, maybe it's a quest to try to save this guy for the Imperial or something. Could you guys tell me about it? Well, it's nothing of no business of me. You have tried to believe in these pages so someone would find you, but I'm sorry to tell you, a wrong person found you. I ain't gonna be helping you. You're gonna be here stuck forever. Because you do not matter to me, Imperial. Nope, so is. Sorry, goodbye. Now I know, the mystery solved. Try to leave those pages to lead you into this right direction. No, won't work. Now there will be no lead where you are, ever. I wish it was that simple. Give someone $100 and just shout like me. Shout. Plain sharing some pickup lines. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good pickup line. It works every time. We have seen it here. Works every time. No fail. Just $100 and just like me already. Too much magic can be dangerous. Mike once had 2 spells and burned his sweet roll. That is very unfortunate indeed. Burning sweet rolls is bad. Do you want to test your might against the Mage of Slurrin? This was the Mage of Slurrin, wasn't it? It's a very strange name, to be honest. Yeah, Slurrin. Test your might against the Mage of Slurrin. Yes, yes, come down here and test yourself. Oh, come on. Don't be like that again, cliffhanger. Don't hang about. Come. Fine, I'll go and you cannot decide what you're doing. You're just... Oh my goodness. You're just stalking me now. I'm probably even going and walk into the lava soon because of you. Seriously. Okay, calm down. All that I have to be dealing with these cliff racers. So to speak, cliff racers. They're not cliff racers because they're cliffhangers more so for sure. Too magic can be dangerous, yes. For $100, me love you long time. Totally, for sure. Okay. Where the hell do I wish to be going then? Drama route. Never gonna have too many drama routes. It's not like I just left quite a lot of it into our apartment and all that. Huh? One good deed done. All the pages collected and so that the Imperial will be never found again. To be honest, I also do not need the pages, however, so let me just go on ahead and start throwing all those pages into the lava so that they would actually be destroyed. To be honest, I'm quite surprised that all of these freaking pages of History of the Empire didn't go and just like blow away with this wind, because that would be quite a bit logical to me. That's not the right place. I want it into lava. So difficult to get the pages into lava. Nope. Well, I guess it's fine there. It's almost in lava. It's almost burning. Cliffhanger hunting style. Lead them into lava when they aren't looking at you, yeah? Horses. Oh, when they are. Mike loved horses, especially with good cream sauce, and you would wish to ride upon a piece? There is a way. Go to one of the many Silstrider ports and pay your fee. You wish one for personal use? Bah. Walk if you must, run if you are chased. One less cliff racer, aka hanger, for Tube to kill. He's the one who killed cliff racers, right? If I remember Dawnguard correctly. Yeah, I guess then, yeah. Well, så den hytsätlen säin ja jup. One you then, thank you. Alrighty, it's not like I can remember those names. But hey, that's one mystery solved. Who are you, Arconian? Have you lost your friend? Was it your friend? Can you tell me more about this mystery? Riyah? Who are you? Go! You go now! Leave me alone. I must get home now. Now, must get home. Where? Yes, home. So, where's your home, eh? South of Del Aron, I encountered an Arconian in the wilderness. He seemed frightened and looked to me in bad shape. Can I heal you? Do I actually have any healing for otters that self-heal? Maybe if I had healing for otters, that could be good. Self-target, but that's just to cure blight. I kind of have a feeling that I don't have a spell to actually try to heal you, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate then. That's for self. And then no healing spells anyways. Well. And I guess you don't understand what a healing potion would be. Is that all you think I'm worth? Yes. You're too kind. Well. Oh, hello. Hello then. You didn't die yet. Now you did. Goodbye, cliffhanger raiser. I think it was one. Tube is the first person you see in Morrowind. Ah, that dumber on the ship. You can find his dire pages in Dawnguard expansion. Okay. I don't remember do you actually see him in Oblivion, but he dies in Quatch. Apparently, he was the destroyer of cliff racers. Thank God for him, I say. To be honest, yes, for sure. There's so many of them. And sometimes they just hang. And not actually do anything more. It's just strange that there's another page here and then another page there again. So many pages. Well, he was made a saint. For a good reason, Should I get a healing spell for otters? I wonder. I could. If I just do the recall quickly again. I could go into the shop in my, like, next door, so to speak. And there, I'm sure the one would be able to be helping with making some spells and all that. So that's always an option. I would like to get into the morning now that we've already slept that long though. So let's see if I remember correctly, that is. Anyways, it might be something that would be useful in the future, even if it wouldn't work in here. Say Tube the Eradicator. Since I'm in the middle of my first time playthrough, but I'll take your word for it. Okay, wasn't in Oblivion. Alrighty. You know better than I do for sure, at least. If he was or if he wasn't. Or you guys. I have played very little of Oblivion.
Is there something I can do for you, Albert?
Yes, there is. I would like to be making a spell. Let's see. Let's use the Heart Heal. Where was it? Why do not I see it? Damage health. Restore health. Touch. Target. Touch. Magnitude. Spell chance. Point cost. Maybe from 10 to 30. And duration maybe something a little bit. 4. Point cost 25. 5 might be okay. Then it's 30 spell point cost, which is kind of a lot, but yeah, I always do it the wrong way. I put the maximum and minimum the wrong way in here for some reason. Let's always do it 10 to 30 points for 5 seconds on touch, sure. Heal Otter, that should work. Heal. Just heal. Bye. Thanks. You're playing Oblivion for the first time. How you liking it? And Dayunda loves it. On touch, yes. I certainly got the on touch. I don't need the target because it's kind of far away than if I have a targeted spell. Where was it? Heal Otter. On touch. I think it should work, right? Because it's not on self, it's on touch. I don't need to be starting to heal someone from far away. No. I was thinking of trying to heal that Kashid if he looks to be in the bad condition. That's why I was thinking it. Besides, sometimes just to make sure that an NPC might not die that quickly if I'm actually trying to escort someone or something. Considering it's not like I can really be sure if they are badly wounded or not. So no, I didn't mean on self. I might actually get also better healing for myself. To be honest, this is decent, 20 to 80 points, so it's actually a pretty good one, in all honesty. Okay, so which way was it? It was there, approximately, that I was walking before. There. Somewhere. Let's just try to see if I can go back there. That's a future home for someone. It's just that you aren't usually healing others, usually just yourself, useful for escort quest, I guess. I know, you're not usually, but I also got this before. A water walking companion, like a target. So I can always get my... Because I was escorting the one person from here, from the camp all the way into here. I really didn't want to be bothering with fighting underwater. So I just cast the water walking on her too, so she could easily just water walk with me all the way into there. It's nice that you can do that sort of thing though. That you can cast spells also to others and not only on yourself, for sure, from my point of view anyways. Okay, don't get stuck please into such a spot. I just fell. It's just a little bit of lava, nothing serious though. Kind of nicely poking around from there. The sun is. Kind of nicely. And loading area. All of a sudden. Was the Kashid here or was he a little bit further on the road? Might have been a little bit further on the road. In that way, I mean. A little bit further on this, because I think I dropped the pages right here and then right there was some more, and the Kashid. Not sure where exactly those signs would be pointing. Oh, Argonian, not Kashid, Argonian. What am I talking about even when I'm... That's a weird noise. When I'm mentioning a Kashid when I'm not meaning to mention a Kashid. I just wanna check if it does anything, if I would be trying to heal other on this guy. Though it probably doesn't, but yeah, at least he is full health, so it's not exactly gonna help anyway here. But I just wanted to check it out anyways. Do I want something else chosen in the meantime? Maybe the Sheep Fire Blast? Okay. No. But now he is willing to talk, so maybe he did need the healing. Yeah, wish you could cast things like Recall or Alms, CV, Divine Intervention or other NPCs. Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe only if they're following you. Maybe. But this is the only point. He didn't talk to me before. Or was it because I had the weapon in front? No, I don't think so. But, so, no, not home. The Argonian mission in Ebonheart before they fight me. That's where I must go. The Telarun hunters be out looking for me, no doubt about it. If they find Rija, that's it for me. A runaway slave, huh? You'll be worth some money back in Telarun. Come with me or I'll kill you where you stand. I wonder, what should I do? I am a telvanni, so I am for slaves, in a way. So... Normally I would always be like, I have to help him get out of here and get into freedom. But on the other hand, we are a telvanni. What say you? What do we do? Do we go and take him into Ebonheart? Even though it's really quite a long distance. Is it really worth it? No. Escort missions are never worth it, are they? Maybe I should just say, go on your way. I have no wish to get involved in this. Maybe that would be the best option. Because really, it's just a lot of effort, the escort missions, with very small rewards, in all honesty. It's not really a reward hint. Are you fully in line with telvanni views? Not completely, but I won't be starting to at least break away slaves from the telvanni, because they are there. But if someone has already fled, then I guess we wouldn't mind them being free. As such, we even like Ashira a lot. Ashira is definitely our friend. Like, he himself calls us a friend. Not that we have any Arconians that are especially good friends, but especially Kashites. We like our friend Kashit Ajira. But it would take a while for sure to go and get him. And yeah, escort missions. Escort missions are always a little bit... not sure if it's really worth it in the end. But no, I don't think that we would be telvanni in the way that we would ourselves want to actually take slaves into our own home. But we won't be starting to say that everyone else should be getting rid of their slaves. God damn it. I formatted the comment a bit better than that, but for some reason Twitch just clams everything together. Okay. Strange. Well, any options? Any opinions? What do we want to do? Do we want to go ahead and try to do this or not? Maybe you're just outspoken about anti-slavery. Not outspoken about anti-slavery. Yeah? Maybe that's how we should be looking for it, that as... like, we are all about... that, or we are all okay, them being free and all that, but it's his responsibility to get to freedom himself, then just eat him. Definitely maybe. I'll say no. So just consider it more like... if it wasn't maybe even at least this far, but Ebonheart is pretty far away. If it was somewhere closer that I could escort him, I would be more for it. But this is more effort than it's worth. Even from Velena Zaretti's opinion, this is like... you're not really worth that much of my trouble. I can point you into the right direction, but to go on, please just go on ahead then. You help slaves when you can, but you don't go around making it widely known. Yeah. That would be pretty accurate, I would think. We won't probably get anything nice from this. If anyone calls you on it, they can try and fight you. Say no to slavery, let's eat him. Eat better then. Well, it wouldn't be cannibalism. What kind of telvanni are you? You gotta eat him. Yeah, but I'm not a wild elf, though. Like, if I would be a wild elf telvanni, then we would definitely eat him. Then absolutely. But we're dumber. We don't eat our kind. Or necessarily an Arconian kind. Go on your way. Okay, don't tell no one you see me, okay? I'm off now. Tell me about you, that's me. Well, good luck on your journey. You will be off now, eh? Well, maybe I did cure him though, so that he can actually try to at least travel, because he didn't speak about that way to me before. I can hope that I did something good. Anyways, that was not too much of an effort for me to go and heal him. Arconians will just enslave us back, let's not help him. Maybe you can ride him, your own lizard. That would be something, eh? That would be something. These pages, by the way, only continue. I wonder where exactly this trail will be leading us. How far away did he start to be leaving these papers behind? There's one already here. Into this way, question mark? There's another paper, isn't there? Ah, the full book, just ripped apart. Quite a few here. Why are they all indescribable though? As in not understandable. Rat. You shall meet your doom today. I told you. I told you so. There's more pages. That can't be the last pages. There's something in this lock. Makes strange noises, this lock. Gotta say. I definitely heard noises from that lock. I definitely did. All sort of crawly creatures going in the inside of it, in the hollow locks. Just think it a roasted lizard. Yes, that's terrible though. Slavery is not a funny subject, but I couldn't help myself. True enough. It's a pity black soul gems aren't in Morrowind. You could be the type that pursues slaves just to take their souls for your enchanting needs. Yeah, that would be great. Just think it, yeah. I think the Argonian area would be a nice setting for an Elder Scrolls game though. Black March, I think it was called. Yeah, it would. I'm not a fan of swamps. It would be interesting for sure. Different. Okay, good night and sweet dreams, Jim. I hope you have a great week ahead of you. Or weekend, more so. Hopefully see you on Sunday. And hopefully you will be starting to feel better and not so melty condition in the Sunday. Aw, but you did say you'll miss Sunday too, so then the full week, yeah. Hopefully you have a good next week and hopefully then see you next Friday/Sunday. Anyways. But yeah, it would have some issues. Inhospitable for non-Argonians, yeah. Marshes would be nice if we play a lizard. Unlivable to other races, if I have understood right, yeah. It would be interesting though. So later. Going to Denmark, so it should be cooler. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your journey to Denmark then, eh? And to tell how it went when you come back. It's partly swamps, partly jungles or something. I don't know what kind of creatures are in these dead locks of trees. Because they're definitely making noises though. I'm not sure where these pages are supposed to continue. They kind of just... There's tree right here. And then I don't see any continuation here where I would expect it to be. What about this way? Is there some village? I guess I did actually manage to get into the Shadowboon camp or this place. Okay, interesting. I needed to come and visit here at some point anyways, so why not now? Okay, hello you all. You should have your own leader here somewhere. I could assume it's then you, maybe. Ulatbal. You are an outlander who claims to fulfill the Neravarian prophecy. What do you want? I have nothing to say to you. Unless we have been wronged by this traitor. Perhaps you should check with one of the other tribes. Good luck to you then that. Thank you. That's not too big of a deal. Maybe it isn't you that I should be talking to. Oh, you're just playing your drum there. Happy drumming, I guess. Han Amusyard, who is your leader? That's my question. Who's your leader? Can you tell me? You're an outlander who claims to fulfill the Neravarian prophecies. What do you want? Go away. Why must you be so mean? Why do you not care? Yeah, but what camp was this? This is the Erabensum. So can't really ask about this place either. You'll find no welcome here, I'm afraid. We know about the prophecies. Our Ashkan and Kulakan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak to our wise woman, Mari Rai. Okay. I shall find this a wise woman. Here is the wise woman's hut. Hello, wise woman.
Is there something you need?
You have the hat. I am Marinai, wise woman of the Era Penisum. You are an outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerafarian prophecies. Do you need my services? Or do you seek my counsel? Maybe both? You wish to be named Era Penisum's Neravarin? Never. Not while Askan Ulatpal and his war-loving Era Penisum live. They all hate outlanders, and are proud and haughty, and will never suffer an outlander to rule them. If you would be Neravarin of the Erapanisum, you must kill Ulatpal and his supporters, the Kulakans Asah, Ranapi, Ashuahne. Then you must help make peace loving Erapanisum Kulakan, Han Amu, our Ashkan. Ashkan Han Amu could then name your Erapanisum Neravarin. But before anything else can be done, you must first eliminate Ulatpal and his supporters. Then you should come speak with me, and we will discuss further how you might be named Erapanisum's Neravarin. A little bit of OC knowledge, but killing and eating that Argonian would definitely be advised. They're on the offensive all the time for Skyrim, so they're a real threat. Surely we have the future side, as Neravarin Argonians are the great enemy. Faces of characters in your game look better than the faces of people in Oblivion. Modders are miracle workers, yes. But Oblivion faces are extremely ugly, and of course it's the modders have made them better after all. God damn it, I kinda wanted to install some better faces mods in Oblivion, but I wanted the game to be as vanilla as possible. Yeah, I understand totally that, especially when it's your first time, that you should be playing it like that, and I probably would too, in most ways at least. But after all, I have still played Morrowind quite far, even if not quite this far, back in the day, so a little bit different in that sense to then get a couple of mods when playing now. Council. If you would fight Askan Olatpal and his supporters, know your enemy and come prepared. His supporters are the Kulakans Asah, Ranapi and Ashuahne. They are the strongest of the fight in Erabizum. I think you will defeat Ranapi and Ashuahne in single combat. If you stand alone against Ulatpal and his bodyguard Ahash, you may not prevail. If you have hidden skills and resources, or you are a mighty sorcerer or enchanter, perhaps you may defeat them. Well, tell me about Ulatpal. He's always in his yard, protected by his bodyguard Kulakan Ahas. I am just a weak woman, and I am sure you would know best, but I would kill Ahas first, the weaker of the two. And if I had secret magics and powers, I would use them to preserve me while I defend against two enemies at once. Ahas is Ulatpal's faithful bodyguard. He is not so strong or skilled as Ashuahe, but whatever you see Ulatpal, you will also see Ahas. If you fight Ulatpal, you must also fight Ahas. So, Ulatpal, eh? I have a feeling I want to be using Mage Bane for this then. Just a feeling I have that might be useful. The weirdest thing was the fact that I couldn't even give my character a beard in Oblivion unless I was blind and just couldn't find it. I think you could. I don't know if improving the aesthetics would really ruin it that much for the first playthrough. I know how you feel. I always go with the beard wherever I return to Skyrim, for example. Okay, so you can't have it in Oblivion. That is actually weird. Now that you mention it, I didn't remember it for sure. Did not remember. I wonder what would be the best things to do then. Well, I can at least go and cast this one. I'm not sure if I can actually... Can I try to cast a Fire Blast? I guess I can once try to cast this. If I want. Nah, no need. I'll take the Sheaf Fire Blast rather. 15 to 20. Okay, so... Now I'm starting to think, what was the name exactly? It's one of these places for sure. Han Ammu. Arsh Khan's yard, so I think it is in this one indeed. It is the Ahas, and that's the Ulat Bal. But this guy too. He's kind of in the middle of this full fight. So I'm not sure about Tish. Not quite sure about all of this. Maybe I should do train fatigue on that guy then, rather. If I try to do this fight. Not sure if I can do it even first at this point. Darken your face to make it look like a beard. With a magnificent beard, of course. I tried, but it looked ridiculous. Cute beards are the greatest reason to make male characters. It's kind of true, though. I feel like Segurath is the only guy with the actual beard in Oblivion. See. At least the other guy doesn't care. It was pretty easy then, to kill both of these. The War Axe of Iron Ammu. It's actually pretty valuable. Yes, I'll take it for now. Sun, it kills Heart of Fire. I don't know what that exactly is. Well, you just go on and play, I guess. I'm not sure if that is a logical addition when he's just playing happily forever. Pretty extensively. Dumber just drums away. Yep. Just battle music forever like that. So who were the other ones? Ahas was killed at the same time. Then it's Ranapi and Ashuahe. Ranapi and Ashuahe. Also... Ashuahe's yard.
I could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
You already have protection for yourself, eh? Musicians are used to bar fights. True enough. That looks like someone smeared some tar on a face. I would prefer if it was an actual model, but it's better than nothing, thanks.
What is this about?
You have slain one of my people. You must pay with your life. This character is in combat. Well, it's good to know that he's in combat, then I do not need to worry about killing him. Goodbye. One more guy is dead. Then it's just one more that I need to kill. Ranapi's yard. That's the person. Hello. You have a little bit of protection for yourself too. You've slain one of my people. You must pay with your life. Sure. Why don't you attack me then? My good sir. That's very strange and stupid action from you. Hey, fortify agility constant effect. And so little value on them though. Shield 10 points constant effect. That's kind of interesting. I'll at least pick them up for now, even though I probably won't be actually using them or anything. Anyways, that went pretty easily then. Let's just go back into here then. Now, with Askan Ulatbal and his supporters dead, we may consider the Neravarin prophecies and how you might be named Erabanisum's Neravarin. Now, with Ulatbal and his supporters out of the way, it is a simple matter to be named Neravarin of the Erabanisum. All you need to do is persuade Kulakan Han Ammu to become the Ashkan of the Erabanisum. Seek him out in the Kulak yard. Be prepared, however, Han Ammu is not the material one who would choose when looking to make the Ashkan. He may be difficult to persuade. I don't know how to persuade him then. Could you tell me more about him? Han Ammu is the son of our former chief, Iran Ammu, but he is nothing like his father. His birth gives him a strong claim to lead the tribe, but of the many virtues required by the Ashkan, he lacks the only the three things: strength, courage, and wisdom. That's quite a few things if he misses all of those, to be honest. So, it was you. This is your hut, exactly. Yandos, and you are then this guy. No matter what Manirai says, I'm not interested. I don't want to be an Ashkan. I don't care what Marinai says, I don't want to be an Ashkan. Everyone despises me. I am a weakling and a coward and a fool. I hate it, but it is true. And you just want to be left alone. Yes, I recognize it. Ahaz wore the amulet. Sanitgil Hearts of Fire. Ahaz had it from his father, and Ahaz's father had it from Kinitunila, and Kinitunila had it from Sanitgil, a great witch warrior. But what has that to do with my wanting to be Askan? Gif. Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the amulet that gives courage in battle, and it is the idea of the amulet that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the amulet, and Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of their tribe in his hand. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. There you go. Have you given it enough thought? How much do you need to give it thought? So he pretty much just has bloodline, yeah. Oh, it's been full 3 hours, by the way. I don't mind, but there was talk about mentioning it when 3 hours is full. Yeah, I was thinking that I need to be going and switching the game soon, but I think I need to at least go ahead and look this to the end. And after that, if we convince this guy, we probably got the ending for today. Then it's like nicely one mission to the end done. But thanks for the mention, Visinekko. Okay. Yes, I recognize it. It is the war axe of my father, the war axe of Iron Ammu, Ulatbal, and it's from my father, and carried it as Ashkan. But what has that to do with me wanting to be an Ashkan? There, have the axe of Iron Ammu. Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the axe that gives strength in war, and it is the idea of the axe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who bears the axe, and Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hand. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. So, do I need to still go and get some other item from them? Probably yes. Like, that's 2 items. But I didn't know that I would have needed to pick more. But I think I do. Ashu Ahe, do you have something else that I would need to be giving to him? Probably this. Yeah, constant effect shield, 10 points, mountain spirit. That's a good one. Maybe this is enough? Or maybe not. Maybe Ashuahne wasn't exactly the one, actually. Still an interesting item, and of course it wasn't, because it's here. Would it be this Wind of Haas then? Mayhap. Have Wind of Haas too. Have everything. Why can't you go and pick them up yourself? I do not know, but I guess I need to be the one to give them. Maybe not. You have killed Tulatpal and his supporters, so you killed them just because of these prophecies? You are mad, I tell you. I am not an Ashkan, and I don't want to be an Ashkan. I am not, so I cannot. Okay. It's just kind of strange when I have already picked 2 items. Do I really need to get something more from these places to be able to do this? These are just all bone mold armor though. And this is a Haas, so this isn't the right guy, so to speak. Is there something special here other than the dumber drummer? Well, have you thought yet? Yes. They throw those names around in every sentence, and I can't for the life of me remember even one of said names. Yeah, maybe you have to pay him or her to like you more. Yeah, but it was kind of said that he didn't like money, so that's why I wasn't risking it immediately, at least. Maybe I can convince someone else to say to him that he is an okay leader. I don't know.
What do you need?
Okay, well, let's try to persuade. I wonder what happens if the prophesized hero suddenly gets kicked in the head by a cow and dies. Then we're all fucked. Well, to be honest, there is more of a story with that there's been others who have tried to be in the Nerevarine. So if we die, there's going to be another try to get the Nerevarine prophecy. And we aren't the Nerevarine yet, because we haven't been able to complete the prophecy to the end. And there's many who have been able to try it, and many that have already failed before us. Is there only one person who could do it? Maybe, maybe not. I would assume that if we would fail, then there would be another one who would come at some point to try again. Who would be, again, the new chosen one. Anyways. Please, I don't want to be an Askan. Don't you understand? I won't be any good at it. I'm going to be a complete failure, and everyone will hate me even more than they do now. Please, I just want to be left alone. There, 96. You gotta be. Please, I don't want to be the Ashkan. Don't you understand? See, 96, not enough. He likes me a lot, but nope. No. To the divine intervention, probably Kinaret. Damn these vague prophecies, can't they just give out the time and date of the prophecy to be fulfilled? Yeah, not quite here at least.
Is there something I can do for you?
Do you have any other counsel on this? Willpower and intelligence. Tokens. I mean well-known tribal heirlooms, objects of power handed down through the generations by Kulakans and Ashkans. Such tokens are marks of power and distinction and might give An Ammu the ability and confidence he needs. Do you have any of these type of things with you? I would really like it if you did. Just saying. So I probably do need to try to ask around for some more. If prophecies were like that, then people wouldn't doubt you and you wouldn't have a game to play. Kind of true.
What do you want?
This character is in combat. Okay. He very much also didn't like the fact that I had killed someone. Named Eravarine, Hamas race. I've slain one of the warlord Erebus Ashlanders, but perhaps it would have been impossible to have friendly dealings with them or their leaders anyway. Now with and his supporters out of the way, it simply mattered to be named. She warned me, however, that he may be difficult to persuade. Heart of fire, courage and symbols and responsibility. Hard and will consider accepting his considering. Had some of the war axe of iron ammo and made a little speech. Do you wanna talk? Do you have any idea how to do this? Great battle, 10 out of 10 would take revenge again. What if you're not the hero, you're just a villager and see the hero getting kicked and the other villager just like, what the fuck do we do now? You know, and he just dies in one hit. Yeah, pretty much. In this medieval like dance, you're already fucked. True enough, for sure, that you are pretty much not in a very good position if you are a villager during this time. I'm just kind of unsure about the full fact of what else do I need, considering I picked both of those items. I don't see anything otherwise special here. It seems so stupid to take those sort of items which don't have anything special with them. Maybe I need something from the other person, like we have taken one from both of those. So maybe there's something with these two, both other people. I'll take everything even slightly more special out of their inventory, and maybe I can convince, maybe I'm just taking everything because I don't know what I need to take. Sure, I'll take the gold too. I'm sure that will help. Maybe you have something that I need. Just doesn't make any sense that these guys would have anything otherwise important. So I would actually like to have the attack leaf, but who's there? What does the journal say? Can you show us again? It says that I have given these two items. And he has started to be thinking that maybe he should be taking those responsibilities seriously. But I'm missing something. He just doesn't wanna.
I don't know where you've been. It is such an honor to meet you.
Yay, what an honor. Your dumber is an ice cold killer. Yeah, guy just sitting on the mat playing his drum too, that guy's next to him not caring at all. Why should he care about that? What's so special about those two dead guys that just used to be his leaders and all? Really? What's so great about him? What is so great about him? So, what other symbols might there be?
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
True, only a true killer can stay so calm. But yeah. And I've given him the Heart of Fire and made a little speech about the full responsibility thing. And then we have given the War Axe of Iron Ammu. Those are the things we have given at this point. The War Axe of Iron Ammo, Sungil's Heart of Fire, and the Robe of Eruddan the Wise. Eruddan. I was thinking that something like that could make sense, but there was only one guy who was in a mage's outfit that was actually... Yeah, this just was the thing that I didn't notice, because it doesn't look that special. That's the problem. I was thinking that this guy is in a clothing like that, and that we are missing something for the wise, but it just didn't look anything special. Usually they at least glow or something if they are something special, but no. So I just wasn't sure to try to look for that. Oh, she wants. He wants. Isn't it a he? Does anyone else have difficulty taking anything called ammo seriously? Now that you're mentioning it, this kind of difficult, yes. Basically, how you would say that cows make sounds here would be ammo. So, basically, they ammo a lot. Cows do. So, I almost made a dumb joke about that earlier. They are cute ammus, yes, very cute. But yes, that's basically, yeah, it's not just moo, it's a moo here. That's exactly how we say it. Not moo. Almost the same, but not quite. And it's written basically like this, just need one more oo in the end, so... Anyways, Hans Amu. Here's your damnable rope. Ranapi roared that rope, the rope of Eruddan the Wise. It was handed down to Ranapi through his family, but that was... What has that to do with me wanting to be an Ashkan? There you go. Thank you. Your lessons is clear. It is that the Ashkan who wears the rope, the Ashkan who rejects responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. Now with Ulapal dead, I hold the fate of the tribe in my hand, and I must accept that responsibility. Thank you for your lessons. I shall be Ashkan of the Rapanisum, and I do not need the rope. You should keep it for yourself. And if you wish, I shall also name you Neravarin. Thank you, Velensaretti. I promise that, as an Ashkan, I shall do my best to amend the dark reputation of the Rapanisum. And as my first action as chief, I now name you Erabanisun Neravarin, champion of the Rapanisum, and protector of the people. You must also go to wise woman Marinai and get from her the season of the Erapanisum, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be a sign of all Damer that the Erapanisum have named you, Neravarin. I hope I didn't get something special from the other clan before, because I'm kind of wondering that if I did I get rid of it? Do I still have it? So, Velensaretti, you are called Neravarin, and Hansamu is now our Ashkan. Many chances, many chances. You have persuaded him to accept his responsibilities. Now we will see if he grows in wisdom and becomes a good and wise chief like his father. And yes, I'm the Neravarin. Well, now you are the Erapanisum Neravarin. Now perhaps we shall see what that means. So, Hansamu has accepted his responsibility as Ashkan and has named you Erapanisum Neravarin. Congratulations. And I must also give you the season of the Erapanisum, a tribe or heirloom that ought to be held by all our chosen champion as a token that we have named you Neravarin. Here, take this enchanted token of the Erapanisum, that all may know that we have named you Neravarin and champion. The season of the Erapanisum has been added to your inventory. Also, I don't need all these freaking clothes now that I know that I have what I needed. Guess I'll keep those for now. Where's the thing that I got from you? That is the question. What's the thing that I got? It's not that. Racebreaker. Okay, what's the thing that I got? This is the question. I'm not quite sure yet. Okay. Yes, also if we put ammo already. Yes. It's like a command that shoot already. Shoot. Like you would say that to someone that they have to time it and shoot at the time that you say shoot. Then you would just say shoot, ammo. And they should do it. That's one way to do that too. Also, yes, like an imperative form, yes. What works if you do not need the goddamn rope, then you should have accepted the position already. Yeah, well, apparently not. God damn it, Finnish word spawns. I don't get it. I don't get them. The Finnish word puns. Unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. So, anyways, what's the item that I have now? Where is it? What does it look like? That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Telekinesis, 50 feet for 30 seconds on self. I have no idea what the telekinesis even does. Besides, what do I do with the rope? Guess I can put it on. Doesn't remove our armor. We have a rope now. Woohoo! Doesn't it look better if we have a robe on? Like this. I guess we could get a better magical robe, then it would be a little bit better. Just kill a guy and moments later put the robe on for yourself. I guess it's also for commanding a cow to move. Yeah, it is. Ammu nyt jo.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Like, move already, you damnable cow. I noticed you have the boots of blinding speed. Did you know that it is possible to negate the blinding effect while keeping the speed? No, I had no idea about that. I don't know how to do that. For sure. I have been using it sometimes on water when I have water walking and then just run quickly from one place to the other. But otherwise I haven't been using them that much.
I could kill that one.
Han ammu kuin lehmä. I guess you could comment other than cows to tajunta hand shoot like a cow. You can cast a spell to resist magic by 100% for 1 second and equip the boots with the spell effect on. The blindness will be resisted. Ah. Okay, true, that's what I did. Alrighty. Interesting. I meant Han as Han. I thought it was too far-fetched. You would have 255 speed and not blindness at all. Yeah. On the other hand, it is kind of a little bit too good to have all the time, but I guess we should be equipping it sometimes when we are just in a hurry then like that. Maybe. That's definitely an option to consider. But I do think that for the moment we can then end for today, because we have done a pretty decent amount of stuff here for today. Well, at least organized inventory stuff, decorated place and all that, and done something in the new island. At least got the quests from the mounts before and all that. And solved the cacophony issue. But I think otherwise we could be ending here then for today, so I thank you everyone for watching, and also thanks for that hint, by the way. But we shall be going and ending for today for Morrowind. So indeed, thank you very much for watching here on Twitch streams and also later on in YouTube. And we shall be ending here then for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed here and on YouTube. And bye bye until next Friday.